Hello.
Oh, you feel a little
audio.
batty.
No, don't say it. It means something bad. It means something very bad.
Oh, you have it a little bit of a giggle, mate.
Boy, mate, you having a fucking giggle.
Hello and welcome back to the
giving
English
one of
accent
fucking
practicing
little fucking
session.
lesson, mate, eh?
I'm your example for the evening, apparently. Spencer, no, welcome back to another episode of Roundtable. I'm your Dungeon Master for the evening, Spence Wilson. I'm joined here by our lovely group of players to delve back into the campaign. As always, before we get started, we have a few announcements to make. First of which is our returning sponsor, Describe. As always, if you are a new or experienced DM and you are looking for some nice handcrafted text boxes, written in the exact same style as D&D 5e, official Wizards of the Coast content that you might find in adventure booklets, make sure you head over to describe.com/roundtable to get 10% off any subscription you choose. Or go and look at Arc 1, Episode 1, Humble Beginnings, and actually do both. Go and subscribe to Describe whilst listening to Arc 1, because that is how you should do it. But anyway, huge thank you, Describe. Not huge thank you.
The campaign.
Huge thanks to you, Describe.
Thank you much, Describe.
Thank you much, and also thank you much, Sirenscape, for letting us use your amazing sound sets, which you'll be hearing mixed in with other songs from Battle Bards, among others, throughout the extent of tonight's session. Well, with that, unless anyone else has any other announcements, what's the date? Nothing. Is there anything going on today? No, that's my answer. Everyone set?
Don't answer for me.
Good to go.
But yeah,
I'm
please,
good.
thanks.
Okay.
Please consider supporting Arcane Recovery Podcast.
Yes, we have.
We
put
got
a lot
our episode
we put
one
a
of
lot work
campaign
into it. And I've put a lot of time, and it'd be great if you guys would just drop like a follow. You know, maybe tune in during our next episode. Say hi.
Please go on Twitter at Arcane Recovery and say Caspian is my favorite character. He's the only one I care about. And click send.
Wow.
He's the only one I care about.
In fact, the entire rest of the party could die, and as long as Caspian was fine, I would be happy. So make sure you send that tweet. And I want banning on this channel. Anyway.
Make sure you guys go to Instagram, Arcane_recovery, and vote for Wolfgang to stay with the party the entire season, guys. Make sure that you want Wolfgang to stay with them for every single session.
Elijah, I have decided it is time for you to hang up the hat of Lugos on a round table and go your separate ways.
All right, that's fine. I agree.
No, he just retires Lugos and brings Wolfgang into the round table.
All right, mate. Let's get started then.
Alright, with that, it's time to begin.
Jesus, fuck.
No, Wolfgang is fine. I just hate him severely. Anyway, see you in just a second.
Bye.
See you soon. Okay.
I gotta tweet out stuff.
Okay. So tweet
I
whilst
gotta tweet out
listening.
stuff.
Iconic. Oh. Where we last left off, you were, in essence, getting out of Dodge. After escaping from a crumbling lair of Leocas's mysterious cult, and a
I'm sorry,
destination that
that's the most
followed,
British way I've ever heard that said.
getting out of Dodge.
In essence, you were getting out of Dodge. Okay, go on.
In essence, we were getting out of Dodge after escaping from a crumbling lair of Leocas's mysterious cult. And a destination that followed, leaving a huge sinkhole in the city, where now citizens and guard alike are crowding. Upon emerging from this desolation, Adfir told you all he and Zilrona had found themselves a boat, and were leaving before the clock strikes 11, about 40 minutes from when he told you this. Whoever informing you that you were all welcome to join in on my quick escape. In the cold, early winter night, if I recall correctly, you all accepted this offer, following Adfir down to the docks with Isaiah in tow. But Kishore, you split off and went your own way, to the concert of Cassidy Carlyle, promising be back in time for when the boat casts off. And it is here where we will begin.
And so our story begins.
And so today's story begins.
We are level 6 still, right?
Yep.
Level
Okay.
6. So,
Making sure.
Kishore, after darting through a beautiful lobby in the Barbican Theatre, you find yourself in the main concert hall. The very air in this beautiful place is packed. The humid room seems to be filled with pure ecstatic electricity as a large crowd of fans cheer, applaud, whistle, and shout along to the current display of music you see in front of you. You see on top of rafters just above you, there's a group of maybe 5 or 6 mages using their magic to create crimson light that covers the stage, fire sparking from back walls as you take note of a performer on the stage, maybe 20 feet in front of you, a crowd at the front. This man currently on stage is an elf male with long, straight, greasy black hair tumbling down his shoulders. He wears a jean jacket and jeans, with 3 belts and large black military boots, as his fingerless gloved hands are locked in performance, hunched over and lost completely in song. He's playing the most fascinating guitar the crowd has ever seen, but you, Kishore, you have seen this guitar before. And it is an odd guitar. Instead of a usual large resonance chamber one might find, it is flat and elegant, what a modern human may refer to as an electric guitar. With a sunburst pattern that dissipates to black around its edges, bronze gold filigree and tiny gears tick around exposed panels in its body. A small semicircular chamber near the bottom of the guitar sparks with lightning. It travels up the neck of the guitar and creates an amazing humming sound, which, as many in the crowd begin to think, especially the geologists, resembles famous semi-porous rocks from the southern town of Dong Ha scraped against each other. One may consider this rock music. Sure. What would you like to do?
I start to try and
Proud
push
my
my
joke.
way through the crowd as much as possible.
Straight to the front?
Yep.
Okay,
I don't
and
have time.
are you doing this polite or literally just pushing your way through?
I don't want to start a mosh because that would be giving this guy too much credit. I'll try to do it as politely as possible.
Okay, I'm gonna say just roll your own charisma check as you attempt to muscle your way through this mass of sweaty bodies currently
can do that.
dancing to this rock music.
Iggy, what?
What?
Eight.
8. Okay.
8.
So you immediately dart from this entrance. You find yourself sent down one side, straight to the side of the stage, and as you attempt to begin to push through, unfortunately, the immediate person you try to enter next to is maybe a large male, 6'6", with a large beard, who immediately turns as you're about to try to push through, and he comes close. He's like, "Hey, where are your tickets? This is my seat. Well, my standing spot. There's some spaces at the back. I paid for this." He goes and starts doing all of this.
Yeah, well, sorry, friend. I'm a secret performer. I gotta get to the back of the stage. It's part of your ticket admission.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
I ain't your buddy. I ain't your
Roll
buddy, guy.
deception for me.
I had to stop myself from saying it in character.
Not your buddy guy. I'm not your guy, friend. Not your friend, buddy. I'm not your buddy guy. Not
I
your
ain't your
guy,
friend.
friend.
Yeah.
Porku, can Maverick get inspiration? Yes,
Nice.
yes he can, because he can
28.
spread performance. 28. Okay, he turns, his head kind of tilts. He's had a lot to drink. You can actually smell the whiskey kind of emanating off him, and he goes, "Alright, go on stage."
Yeah, I
kind of
promise. Worth
does
the
that.
admission. Pat him on the shoulder and I walk past him.
Okay. Straight into the crowd. People massing and muscling against you as you make your way past. Can I ask if you're just going to the front of the stage, or are you then watching, or?
No, I'm gonna be dramatic. I'm gonna try to get around to the. I assume that there's a method to get backstage.
Yeah. Yeah. There's, if you imagine, there's almost a slight jut out on the stage. It's a stage that has, it's a main area, then it kind of goes out and rectangles a bit. To the sides here, there's a staircase that leads onto the stage, and then you would just go around behind the curtains, you assume.
Yep. I'm gonna try to do this as clandestine as possible, though with a crowd, I imagine that's hard.
Okay, I want you to roll stealth for me. I had generic, just standard D20.
Okay, stealth and then a D20.
Stealth
Why I
and
wanted
luck.
the rogue.
That's a
14 on
dead drop of a 14.
Stealth, 14. Okay.
Right in the middle.
Average luck. Okay, so you quickly make your way through the main horde of people and begin to beeline as secretly as you can for the stage on the far end. You get a few glances. A wizard on the ceiling kind of glances out and notices you, but given your attire, you know, your hat and your poncho, he assumes you're just one of the rock stars who's meant to be here. Kind of looks down at you, goes back to casting his various flares and lights, but just as you reach to the stairs, the music stops. The entire stage goes black, the entire room goes black.
Oh no.
As your foot steps onto the first kind of rung of the stairs, you hear excited murmuring about you. You hear people like, I've been waiting for this for years. The stage is black. You can hear shuffled footsteps moving about, but it is completely overshadowed by just the people around you breathing, murmuring, whispering in excitement. You hear the faintest drum beat slowly begin to pick up in the darkness. Can I ask if you're still going onto stage?
Yep. I know what's about to happen, and if it's dark, I need to take this opportunity.
Okay. So whilst it's dark, are you going to try and kind of push up and through?
Yep.
Okay. Roll another stealth check for me, please.
Oh boy. This isn't gonna go well at all.
Well, that was almost a nat one. I almost
Almost a nat
fucking
one.
has.
That was very close. 16. You do take advantage of this. In the darkness, in the general noise of the audience, you tiptoe up the stairs and no one seems to notice you as you feel this concrete wall, you feel some of the wood panels, you go up your feet and you feel the curtain. You begin to step around the curtain, and as you do, the lights in the area begin to strobe as the wizards on top have gone into full overdrive with special effects. You see,
What is going on
you
right
see
now?
fog streams from
about it.
either side of the stage as music from the band begins to pick up and fill the room. You see dramatic lightning flickering across to reveal from the center of the stage, slowly appearing from the floor with a special mechanism, a human female. She seems already to be locked in performance as soon as she emerges, singing. Her hair is kind of strawberry blonde, maybe more towards ginger, but kind of sat around that level. Frizzy, very volumized and very 80s fashion, as you might say, tumbling down to her shoulders. Two bright green eyes seemingly emphasized by the light. She's wearing quite an extravagant outfit with kind of fake wings and a kind of a long gown and kind of heavy glamour makeup. You hear a few shocked gasps from parents who are aware of like their 8-year-old girls as she appears. Like, oh, you shouldn't be watching this. As she appears on stage, and with no microphone, but simply the wizards on the top emphasizing her voice, she begins to perform. You see as she begins to move around the stage in full control. Alex, are you still kind of just going to go backstage and ignore this, or are you getting off the stage as quick as possible?
I'm going for the guitar. I have to go for the guitar.
You glance over,
Whatever.
you see this Cassidy Carlisle is currently on stage singing. Literally right next to her is the guitarist. She's resting on him, kind of her arm up like that. Is on him singing as his long greasy black hair kind of headbanging ever so slightly.
I take a deep breath. Sorry, Cassie. And I walk onto the stage, and I tilt
Okay.
my head back, revealing my face, moving directly towards the guitarist.
Okay, a few people from the crowd kind of begin to notice you, but most of them assume you are meant to be on the performance. The guitarist is actually going to be the first one to see you. As he's there kind of performing, he tilts his head just for a second as he's playing, sees you walking towards him, turns to the lady next to him and whispers something under his breath. See her head immediately tilt, kind of shocked expression, but she continues singing nonetheless, and you see as she puts kind of an arm around his shoulder and moves him to the other side of her, so she is now closest to you. Kind of gently pushes him to one side to get him to walk to the other side of the stage, with the rest of the band.
Okay. I just kind of look at her and I don't even waste the time. I cast a message to her, trying to get to her telepathically.
What do you say?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't have to be, but I need my instrument back.
No response.
I take out my own lute and I play it as loud and interrupting as I possibly can.
Make a performance check.
$17.
17. Okay. You begin to do this. The drummer behind you immediately loses time and goes horribly off. But there's a saxophone player who immediately kind of stops. He cannot deal with you playing completely out of time to what the rest of them are playing. But glancing over, the guitarist is still in the full swing of things, sticking to his tune, lightning sparking over frets whilst Cassidy continues to sing. The crowd aren't really noticing it. You're getting a few funny looks. They just think maybe you're the new member of a band and terrible at that.
No. I just narrow my eyes, and even though I'm using my regular lute, I start playing opposed to him. I'm going to start a battle of the bands right here, right now, in front of all of them. And I'm gonna call out, and I'm just gonna be like, apologies, ladies and gentlemen, I have a bit of a problem with your current guitar player. He's not the original, and I sure would hate that you folks don't get the opportunity to experience the proper performance.
A few people kind of turn, look up at you. You see Cassie at this point has completely stopped, looks over at you, and a few security guards from the back of the room are beginning to slowly move towards you. She's maybe 20 foot away on the stage at this point, and she turns to the guitarist next to her. And she whispers something in his ear. Kind of tilts his head, looks confused for a second. And you see him kind of go... And he begins to do a very swaggery walk over to your position. With guitar in one hand and an open hand in the other, he goes and he attempts to shake your hand.
I shake his hand.
Okay. It's sweaty,
smile.
and he's wearing kind of classic fingerless gloves with bracelets on his arm. As he goes, oh wow, oh man, you're Lucas, right? That's seriously amazing. Your guitar is a beauty. I've been keeping it real safe.
And I appreciate that. You're not too bad yourself, but kinda need it back. Trigger's one of a kind, and I kinda need it.
Nah,
Not bad, though.
I'm sorry. She's mine now. I can't let you have her.
I'll play you for it. One solo apiece. Whoever the crowd cheers for.
Kind of turns around, glances over at his band. Alright, cool, sure. Rock on. Yo, move. He kind of steps back with guitar in his hand.
Same guitar. Let the people really experience what this music is, yeah? I pull
Oh
my lute
no,
around my back.
you play with your lute, I play with this.
Fine. I turn around and I take a deep breath, using every last little bit of prestidigitation that I have, and every bit of my skill that I have on this lute. I try playing as well as I possibly can.
Roll performance for me.
God damn this asshole. Just give me my guitar back.
He's just kind of a dick, honestly.
No, it wasn't hers to give away.
Ah,
24.
Okay. How does your performance sound?
I know that I can't keep up with this other instrument, but it's kind of like watching a very downplayed version of Carlos Santana playing Spanish guitar very, very well. It's not got the same energy as like an electric guitar solo, but it's really trying.
Okay.
It's got the soul.
Yep.
Yeah, it has the soul. You take the stage. A few people kind of look at you very weirdly because they came here to see a specific concert, and now there's an odd man in a poncho strumming a lute. But after a few seconds, you see a few people begin to kind of generally kind of get into the music a bit. And although your guitar is nowhere near as loud, maybe 30 seconds in, a mage from a roof begins to permanently amplify the sound of your lute. And you notice quite a few people begin to like it, and by the time you've finished, there's quite a positive reception. There's a few cheers from a crowd, and you turn to see this guy with the long, greasy, straight hair. Immediately, he looks pretty hurt by this. And he goes, well, that was real good, but I'm sure I can do good as well. Stand aside. Gets the guitar.
I step back, but I intentionally try to make my way over to Cassidy.
Okay. Okay.
And as he's playing, I'm gonna try and have a conversation with her. Whether or not she listens, I don't care.
Before you even said anything, as the guy kind of begins to strum on the guitar, gathering this lightning and kind of sending it up a fret, making this amazing sound. As soon as you approach and stands next to her, she goes, managed to make it for once.
There's never a problem about making it, Cassidy.
So I take it you're not here for a little cute family reunion, are you?
As much as I would love to, really, genuinely, no. I've actually got to be out of here as quickly as I can, and I need my instrument back.
Well, I'm sorry, Lucas, but you're not getting your guitar back. It's Apollo's now, and he's very good with it.
I'm not saying that he's not good with it, but it wasn't yours to give away. It wasn't given to you, it was mine.
You left it, so therefore it was mine to give away.
The
band needed it to continue.
Cassidy, this is the same argument we've had for years. You don't need these things to be good at making music.
Really? And that's why you're there and it's scraggly poncho and I'm here with a huge crowd in front of me.
It's not about fame, it's not about money. It's about telling stories to these people, and you don't need all this to make that happen.
Why are you here? Apart from the guitar, is there an ulterior motive, or you simply just come to get the guitar and leave?
I really wish I could stay and chat. I really wish I could patch this up. I do, but I can't. Right now, I'm traveling with a group of folks who are trying to save a lot of people, and I'm the only one who's able to help them at the moment. I play better with that. And you know, and I know we haven't seen each other in years, but I play better now than I ever have. And I have more power the better I play. I need that to make sure that they can walk away alive. I'm not going to tell you the explicits, and he kind of pulls his poncho up, and he hasn't really cleaned himself off that much. He's still kind of bloodied and muddy and gross underneath the poncho.
I will also say on your left thumb is still actually kind of broken to the point where the bone was sticking out from the flesh just a few hours ago.
Where I've been for the last few hours have made me a bit testy, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm giving you the respect of trying not to ruin your performance. But I need that guitar back, Cassidy.
You see, as her kind of green eyes turn towards you, her face softens for just a moment and then it immediately hardens. And she just goes, well, it was your choice to go down that path, not mine.
Cass, I couldn't play your songs. I am not gonna play songs about my sister having relations with men I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. I'm your brother. I'm not gonna do that. This is about the music, not the fame, not the money. I don't know what got in your head. I know we've had this discussion, but I'm not doing that.
I would very much like for you to get off of my stage now.
Cass, I'll make you a deal. You let me walk away with Trigger. I will come back and I will play on contract with you and your band. But I have things I need to do first.
So you expect me to take an absence from touring?
Don't tell me you don't have the money.
It isn't about the money, is it? It's about the
Right.
performance.
It's not. All right. I'll play this out with you. You take a break. You come back. You'll be bigger than ever. I promise. Come on. Carlisle kids will come back and we'll be just fine. I guarantee you, I can play better than him. I know I can. Just let me prove it. I'll save this concert for you right now if you let me walk away. And then come back. I promise.
She turns around, looks you straight in the eye, and gives you a hug. And while she has you hugged, she whispers in your ear so no one else can hear. I have met people and made deals that have given me very good opportunities. I'm not going to throw that away to go back to touring to little pubs and venues with no more than 20 people cheering. That's been good. I'm not giving it away.
I message her back so that nobody else can hear as I drag away. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you to help me do the right thing here. You just have to trust me. I'm your older brother. You can trust me. I got us away from our parents. I got you singing. Trust me on this, please.
Trust you? You left me on the road to fend for myself as a young girl. You took off and did your own thing. Do you have any idea what I had to do to survive?
I'm asking you, please. Lives are at risk here. I wouldn't be doing this. I know you've made something for yourself, and I'm not trying to take that away, and I'm promising you. Let me walk away, and I will come back. I promise. Please.
I'm sorry, I don't trust you anymore.
What do I have to do, Cassidy?
Leave.
I can't leave without it.
She
Let me
turns.
prove it to you.
Oh, she turns
Let me-
her. After you, sorry, after you.
So he's just trying to say, let me prove it to you, please.
As you say this, you turn to see how the performance is going for, as he is named Apollo on stage. He's strumming his guitar, and as he gets into the heat of the moment, the guitar frets lighting up with energy, he strums a tiny bit too hard. And tears straight through one of the frets. Not one of the frets, one of the strings, making a horrible throughout the entire thing. People immediately plug their ears. Various children start crying as now there's a string just hanging down with remnant energy seeping from it. He turns kind of a puppy-like glance towards Carlisle. She kind of goes,
Just give me the chance, please. I'll save this concert for you right now, and you can keep playing. All I'm asking is for a little time and that instrument. And then I'll take you to places higher than you could have imagined.
Apollo, come here. Apollo just kind of goes over and he's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't know what happened. It was all just lightning and strings, and then bang, it snapped. And, oh, the entire crowd hated it. It's like, yeah, yes. Please, give a guitar to this player here. She turns and just says, you get one song.
That's all I ask. Thank you.
Oh, and just so you know, this whole show business life, you act like I've been in amazing hotels with bubble baths and cherries. If you had the idea of the things that I have had to do, we'd be having a very different conversation right now.
I'm sure. I promise, Cass, I'll make it up to you.
Right, play your song and then leave again. Enjoy. And she kind of slinks off to the backstage.
I take the guitar, I walk out into the center stage, and I take a very deep breath, and I look at everyone. Sorry. And I'll be taking over for this little shindig. One song, kind of an encore before the proper band takes its place. Drummer, keep time. And his thoughts fade. He takes a very deep breath, even though he's only got 5 strings. He begins his solo.
Okay. Xander gave you divine inspiration as well. All performance with advantage for me.
Okay. It's 2d20k, screw it.
Keep highest one, KH1.
I got the song.
Very shitty stairway to
Oh
heaven.
my god! Oh my god!
Hey,
I hate it.
Spencer, by the way, get rid of Maverick's inspiration and give it to Kashal.
Oh shit, okay.
Roll again for me.
Okay.
Maverick will be praying for Kashal right now, knowing that he's not coming with us. That's my in-game reason.
Come on. That's better. 24. Okay.
There it is.
Okay. You stand on stage, and even without a string, you begin the performance. You haven't used this guitar for a long time, but it's just like it's like riding a bicycle for you at this point.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
As you immediately stand there, you play your fingers over the frets and the strings, letting this amazing tune come out. The crowd is loving it as more lightning that had come from before immediately starts to go up the fretboard of this beautiful machine you're playing. You see Apollo from the side is kind of stood slouched to one side, and he's grumpy for a second, but then as it picks up, he just goes. But apart from that, you continue to play, and people continue to love it. And your one song is the best song you've played in a long time, and the drummer gradually begins to figure out kind of where you may be going, and begins to fill his part in. The saxophone player obviously doesn't join in, but you see Carlisle to one side, kind of tilt her head, look as it picks up, and then walks backstage. So the crowd continues to cheer. Anything?
Dover too.
I know exactly.
Anything specific you would like to do whilst on stage?
Kashaw is literally just in his, like, he's taking all the pain and everything from his performance, from just playing it out on the strings right now. It is. I'm gonna say,
roll performance again with me, with advantage naturally, because this instrument actually gives you advantage.
Another one.
Another one.
Yep.
No, 24.
That's fine.
Okay. As you begin to play again, the mages on top begin to do all sorts of illusions and pyrotechnics to enhance the performance. At one point, a specific mage kind of shines some light around you that takes form of almost spectral wings that emerge, with light shining out in every direction as you're kind of hunched over this guitar, playing spectacularly. Your poncho kind of flittering in the non-existent wind in here, your hat pulled down the brim. Okay.
Yeah.
Any specific actions you'd like to take? I'll say do so now, but it's a light show. He's just playing. He's playing all of his frustration out at this point. Like the noise fades to nothing. He's just listening to the guitar. Okay.
And as he keeps playing it, the lightning starts to emanate, and like this field of energy, genuine energy, starts to spread out from the guitar itself as he keeps playing it.
Okay. And as this happens, once you reach the end of a performance after about 6 minutes, you play the final string, and after that, all you can hear is your heartbeat in your ears. You kind of take a step back, the crowd pauses for a second, a bit confused at what has been happening, but then they all begin to stand up and applaud your guitar safely back in your hands.
I just stand, I take my hat off, I bow, string it over, and I try to run to the docks.
Okay. So you bow and you run to the docks, and as you run, you hear actually a telepathic voice in your head, and you recognize it immediately from your sister, and it simply just says, there you go, running off again. As she is at the back of the stage watching you.
I just turn and I look at her and I message back, not forever this time. Thank you.
No response. And then you turn, continue to run out into the cold city streets. And speaking of which, we will action cut back to what has been going on for everything else whilst this has been happening.
Time for me to shut the fuck up for like 30 minutes. Thanks, guys.
Don't worry, it was an epic moment.
Good shit. Woo. It was worth giving up the inspiration for.
I'm very glad I downloaded that song as well.
Epic. I love Close to Dover, dude.
Right. So, the rest of you. As Kishore had gone his direction, you all immediately began to rush down the snow-packed streets of Colfort towards the docks, following the slightly limping Advir at this point. You look around, the streets are barren at this time of night. There are very few things here, and all you can hear is your own panting breathing, the heartbeat in your ears, footsteps of those around you, and now a faint din of music in the distance. As you rush along the snow. It's maybe a 5-minute run to the docks. As you're heading there, is there anything anyone would like to do, or shall I just skip you straight there? I will say, Lugos, you weren't here last session, but at the moment you are in shifted form.
Yeah. You're
So
muted also.
Oh, I'm in shifted form right now,
Yeah,
huh?
you're making a quick escape.
Yeah, because everything was like crumbling down around us, and we had to go through that narrow passageway of the uppers of the mines to get back out again. So
I'm in the middle of coal fort while I'm shifted. That's dangerous.
Yeah, you are literally just bounding along the street ahead of everyone else.
Oh shit. Okay.
we were gonna be crushed alive by the collapsing mines. So
yeah.
I thought it would be appropriate.
No, just never do that again. I'm just kidding. Anyways.
Never do that again, ever.
All right.
He probably would have unshifted himself once he got to the surface and just casted Longstrider.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have long strider.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Or jump or whatever it is.
Yeah. Zephyr Strike is the one I use all the time.
Oh yeah, that's the one that gives you extra movement.
Okay, so as you're rushing along, anything in particular you'd like to do, or again, shall you just run for a few minutes and arrive at the docks?
I don't know if I need to get anything done here yet.
At this point, it's about 10:30.
I run and check the post office.
So you're kind of gonna. The good
Is
thing
it
about
on the way?
yeah, it is.
I mean, if it's not gonna take more than a couple minutes.
You're essentially kind of running out from a desolate part of town and then running down the main street for a bit before vying off towards the docks. And whilst you're running down the main street, you could kind of stop at the post office. There's iron boxes outside where they put kind of letters. There's always kind of there's almost like a magical system for checking if you're actually the person it's meant to be. And the box will automatically open for you depending on who you are.
Cool. I'm gonna see if there's any mail for me because I sent out a couple letters before arriving in before I arrived in Coldfort.
Okay. Okay, so you immediately run down.
Like, I'll be up in a second. I didn't check my mail.
There's a small stone building on a row. You go immediately. There's a ding, as one of the iron letter holes on the outside opens up. It seems there's a single letter in there.
Go back to running.
Okay.
It's like, go grab silver piece, run.
Okay, you run straight back, catch up with everyone else. As you continue to run down towards the docks, and a few minutes later, as you are all bolting, you hear what isn't too familiar sound, but to Isaiah is. You hear fighting in the streets, maybe 500 feet away, so unfortunately too far from the docks. But it's the sound of steel on steel. You see as Isaiah immediately stops in his tracks, his eyes kind of...
Who is Isaiah?
Isaiah
the man
was
that we rescued from the prison?
Big, yeah, the cold guy.
Right.
His eyebrows
Commissioner
immediately
Isaiah.
kind of go into attack mode, as you would call it. He turns and he just goes, Cold Fort Steel. You're in him. You see Adfir at the front turn around, and he just goes, well, we can't help and get to the boat. Isaiah just kind of turns. When you get to the boat, I'm not leaving my own. Maverick, you see his eyes shift to you and kind of bear into you. Leon, he reaches it into his pocket, throws something to you. Congratulations on the field promotion. He gets his battle axe from his back and runs off into the city streets.
I look at what he threw to me.
It looks like a captain's insignia.
Oh, fuck.
Sick,
Damn.
bro. Nice.
Shit. I'm a fucking captain of Coldfort. Shit, son.
Well, I mean, not legitimately, but
Well, now I am. No, it's legit
Yeah.
now. Just, I mean, there's no ceremony or nothing. There's no, Class A uniforms to attend a graduation ceremony, but that's about as quick as. I just give him a nod. And, right straight to my,
So the situation
That's
is that we're chasing someone, right?
You are
No,
going
that's-
to a boat because
We're
the
GTFOing.
essentially, yeah, because the Tyrannum and the Lebanon Underground have essentially turned into one political movement. And they're pretty much turning the entire city
And
upside down.
we have to get out of here. So, all right.
Yep.
I just wasn't here last session, so
Yeah,
I
fair
wasn't
enough.
fully caught up with what happened.
Yeah, and we
You also-
totally just sunk a temple.
Yeah, and you also found out you were underground for 4 days.
All right.
Yeah,
oh,
we were in
for 4
prison for
days.
4 days,
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, things really probably like got to a boiling point then, where it was like a total flip. All right, I mean,
Yep.
you know, I'm just like fucking swinging off stuff and bounding down the streets ahead of
Okay.
everyone, making sure that I even scout ahead. Even
Okay.
We get-
Yeah, I'll definitely have to hang back a little bit. I'm gonna look for Kashaw.
Okay. So you're just gonna kind of hang around and see for any sign of Shaw arriving. Okay. Whilst the rest of
Wave
you,
my long sword with a light cantrip. You fucker, get over here.
and then if I'm right in thinking, the rest of you are heading on towards the docks with Adver, because the docks aren't far. You can actually see the faint mast of a ship over some of the buildings. So Maverick, even if you stayed here, you're only about a 20-second run from the docks.
Yeah, I'll patrol for Kashaw.
Okay.
I'll do a
Yeah.
run around the block.
As Maverick is doing his cardio, the rest of you head onwards, and you see the boat you seem to be traveling in. It's a beautiful boat almost. It's elegant and rests low in the water. It is long and thin with two main masts, each the same blue color as the peeling hull. You see two shadowy figures by a single dock, loading cargo on board and caring for the rigging, seeming to get the preparations complete. You see another figure on the actual boat itself, and you look, that seems to be Zilrona. But the ship is sleek, and its sails are already being prepared to sail, two oil lamps burning on the back deck. As you approach closer in the darkness, you begin to make sense of the two figures who are loading the ship. One is a human male, tall, relatively scoundrelly looking, wearing layers of jackets and leathers to keep him warm at sea. He has a cigar in his mouth and a saber attached to his hip. The other figure you see kind of makes you do a double take. It's a near 7 foot tall, monstrous form wearing scraps of a military uniform, with golden shoulder epaulets and tassels mixed with ranks and insignias. Huge boots hold stout grey legs in, and an odd-looking barreled weapon attaches itself to his back. You look closer, this looks a bit like a humanoid hippopotamus. As the figure is just loading boxes onto the ship. You see as the figure immediately turns to look at you coming down the docks, Adfear jumps straight on, and the figure turns to greet Lugos and Joy, and Lycus of course, but he is being silent as always. He says, "Oh, hey, hi, how you doing? I'm Niles."
just
Leek has to be like, "Hi, Miles. We're getting the fuck out of here."
before I get there, can I drop my before I get in their view? Can I drop my wild shape, basically?
Yeah,
My shifting.
Yeah.
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 All right. I'm not here to talk or anything. I just push him aside, like, "Oh, nice to meet you," and I get on the ship.
Right, friendly bunch. What can I call you? Pointing to Joy.
Muted.
Oh no, you're muted.
Hook button. Oh. Is it?
No.
Now I can't.
Are you muted on your actual mic, and not Discord? Oh.
Oh no.
Has Discord got the inputs wrong?
Oh no.
Maybe
no.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I heard. I saw like a green outline around. Maybe. Nothing yet.
Do you have it coming through the
Did the mic
right
get
input?
unplugged? Yeah. Discord settings.
The right input.
Yeah, Discord has a habit of
I think she
messing
did
with things.
introduce herself as Joy. Just I saw the reading lips thing.
Okay.
You
Ryan,
cannot
the
read
lip
lips like
reader.
that. No way.
But Joy is a very enunciative word, so I just saw.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well, read my lips right now. Ready?
Yes, I introduced myself.
Okay, wonderful.
What I say?
Yay. Okay.
Okay, wonderful.
Something I shouldn't be repeating on stream.
I said, "Hey man, I think you're kind of cute."
I saw the hey man, and I don't know what came after that, and then the fucking
yeah.
kissy face at the end.
Yeah, I saw the kissy face.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you introduce yourself as Joy, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. As Lugos and pushes past him onto the ship, he just kind of turns and goes, "Well, do you have any more friends coming, or can we cast up and, get going?"
So I look to the others. I don't think we're forgetting anybody.
Just forgets about Kashan
Yeah, just
completely. No, we can go.
We are waiting for one more.
Go.
Two more.
Yeah, then go.
Two more?
I'm going back for Kashan.
Okay.
Two
Yeah, we're waiting for a couple more, if that's at all possible.
You think I should go back for him instead?
No, I wouldn't. You'll probably just cause more trouble.
"Look, your friends aren't back in 20 minutes. We're going without them, okay?"
Leocast with us too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Is there like a crow's nest or anything?
No.
Is there any? Are there masts?
We're masts, yeah.
I want to climb the mast, just so I can keep lookout.
As you go to climb it, you hear
an animal.
you hear a shout, just as you hear a shout from this guy who just made his. He says, "Get your hands off that mast! I just polished it."
I'm trying to keep lookout. It's a matter of life and death, all right?
"Yeah, well, if you fall, you'll definitely be dead."
No, I won't. I'll be
That's
fine.
a 60-foot
And
mast, boy. Get down.
Gotta climb it. I'll polish your mast later, sir. All right?
Jesus. It sounds terrible. Roll,
Yeah.
roll athletics for me.
Can I roll acrobatics
How
instead?
would
You
you-
ask this every fucking time.
You do.
How would you
Well, I just
how would you acrobatics up
imagine-
a smooth mast?
Ooh, acrobatics of a smooth mast. That's a pretty good point. I'll athletics it to see if I can
Okay.
climb it.
And then you just roll a nat 20 on athletics. Be like, why didn't I do this before?
I have to sync. There we go. It's a 13.
I'd say you go to climb kind of a main mast. You get about halfway up, kind of just doing a classic kind of coconut, like palm tree climbing method. And I'm hooking you on and going up. You get about halfway before you begin to lose your grip, and you kind of decide it's about safe here.
Is there anywhere like I could rest my feet at all?
Not really. No.
All right. I'll stick with this. I'll.
Okay, it's kind of.
Hell yeah, cat time. You're not
Oh.
wearing your hoodie.
Just keeping a lookout here.
Okay, keeping
The
a
cat
lookout.
is expecting hoodie.
And back on the ground, this guy, being incredibly confused by this, immediately turns to Joy and just says, "Does your friend always do that, or is he a bit weird?"
Both.
He always does this.
He always does this, and he's very odd.
"Well, maybe we should let him know if he does it at sea, he's gonna end up in the water."
Oh, no, don't need to warn him about it at all. Just let it happen.
Did I miss
Right.
something? I'm sorry.
"Well, in
No,
that
you're
case, I figure we should all get acquainted. Joy, meet Roundhead." And you see it's this huge hippopotamus figure approaches you and just goes, kind of bows.
It's nice to meet you.
"Yeah, he's a mute. He won't be doing much talking anytime soon."
Okay.
"Yeah, that's us."
It's nice to meet both of you.
See, that's kind of a reaction we often get. Enjoyed traveling with you. Feel free to get on board.
Yeah, no, I'll head on to the ship.
Okay. In that case, as you head on, you see people kind of various getting the ship together, and you all notice this. They seem to be the only two crew members for this relatively large vessel.
Oh yeah,
it's a bit
they're
odd.
duo brigging it. They're duo brigging it.
They are. It's
Yeah.
relatively impressive. You see Roundhead picks up two huge kegs onto his shoulders, puts it straight onto the boat. whilst you see Niles moves about and begins to kind of get the sails ready, get the rigging ready, anything to set off as quickly as possible. Maverick, as you're patrolling about, maybe about 10 minutes later, you hear a crinkling of snow. You narrow your eyes, which are very well attuned to the darkness, maybe about 200 feet away down the main street, actually just going past the post office. You see a familiar poncho-wearing figure with a new guitar slung over his shoulder, sprinting as fast as he can down the street, and just as this is happening, Lugos on the mast, you spy something. Near Hellchain Prison, the docks have come alive. Oil lamps have been struck up on boats, as you see 3 caravels and a brigantine sally out onto the dark midnight waters. They seem to be heading for the narrowest part of the river with full crew complements, and you notice their sails, which are normally the blue of the Tyrannum, have been replaced with a bright yellow.
I'll count, I'll call down to the rest of the party with what I see. Basically, do you want me to recount it?
If you'd
That's
like.
fine. Sure, why not? Oi, we got movement on the water, all the way from Coldforge Prison, Hellgate. Couple of ships on the move, heading towards the narrowest part of the river. 3 ships. We want to hurry up.
Of course you do. It's a goddamn blockade. Roundhead, move your loudy backside up here. We gotta go. You see as he immediately goes, he gets himself on the captain's wheel. Maverick, you see shore approaching you at full speed, but maybe still about 20 seconds off, as you turn and see all this movement happening on the ship, with 3 boats sailing out into the water. What do you wish to do?
Yeah, I'll signal him with the light cantrip on a sword, and I do that like baton marathon running thing where you kind of like run ahead first.
Okay.
To kind of lead. So yeah.
Holding it over your shoulder. Alex, you are here, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So I assume you're just sprinting after Maverick as you both head to the boat. As this is happening,
Wait, don't sail yet. They're right over there. Just hold it.
he turns his head. He looks back at the very quickly narrowing river they have in front of him. I'm sure they can jump. Let's go.
Oh boy.
You see as Roundhead begins to raise the anchor, and the boat, there's a jolt as it begins to sail across the water. Maverick and Shaw, you both catch up with each other, but you see the boat very quickly leaving the docks. As Niles begins to move the steering wheel, you reach the docks, your feet clattering over the frozen wood, and by the time you actually reach the end of the pier, the boat is maybe 10 feet away out on the water. I need you both.
I want to help throw Kashaw. I'm going to give him advantage on athletics. I will throw my Echo onto the boat and swap places with him.
I will
once
say,
help him on.
with long jump, it's if you've got a 10 foot run up before, you can jump a minimum of your strength.
Can I tie a rope to an arrow and shoot it out to Kashaw?
Oh, I have a long jump of 16 feet.
Yeah.
I can jump 9 feet.
Position myself at the back of the boat just to help if someone slips or can't quite make it.
Okay, so Maverick, you could make it fine, just a neat jump onto the deck. Sure, I would need you to make a check for me.
Woohoo! Let's go.
Ooh, let's go.
Please make me an
Athletics or-
athletics check, yeah. As you
Oh,
run,
Oh,
Maverick,
boy.
Maverick in front of you, still with a glowing sword, jumps. He seems to be lifted almost by celestial nature into the air, landing on the deck of a ship. Niles' head immediately turns a few grey streaks in his matted black hair. He just goes, "Oh, hi."
I'm just gonna have a rope ready to throw to Kashaw.
Okay. Can I ask if you've come down from mast or
Yes, I've come down
Okay.
from the mast.
lie down, get your rope out? Okay.
And I'm not
sure.
doing this with advantage, I don't imagine.
You are not, unfortunately.
Not this time.
Oh boy. Can't wait.
Play your guitar while you jump, then you'll have
Hell
advantage.
yeah.
Like in the middle, they're like. "Bow."
4.
Oh.
All
You
right,
take
I throw
off.
the rope as soon as I
Okay.
see that he's not gonna make it.
Lugos, I want you to roll me a d20 plus your dexterity, so just a dexterity check.
Okay, true.
Hit
Kishore,
Kishaw's armor class, please. It did.
19.
you're jumping through the air, and you look like you might make it if the boat was stationary, but because the sails have been dropped, wind picks up into it, and you see the boat accelerate at tremendous speed away from you. You reach your hand out, and you just grab the very, very stern. You're holding by one arm, and just as you're about to slip, Lugos, you fire your rope down, and it almost lassos around Kishore's right forearm. Kishore, I need you to make another athletics check with advantage for me this time, thanks to the rope.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Climb. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. 2 more 4s. Let's get it.
10.
Okay. That is just enough. As you hang on to this rope, your overarm lassoed, you kind of use it, slowly haul yourself up the edge. It's maybe a 10-foot climb before you reach the very top deck, and you haul yourself over, tumbling onto the other side. Luckily, your guitar not being hurt at all.
Shit.
Hey,
Ah.
I'll go to help up Kishore. Like, all right, come on, small fry.
Oh yeah, thanks. Fuck you.
Give him a cheeky grin.
I'll help him up. Give him
I'm
a
already
quick hug.
doing that. I'm already helping him up.
Oh, I'll give him a quick hug. That's all. Then he stands up.
I'm less of it.
Glad you made it.
Me too. You know, I thought about it for a minute. I'd rather, save people with you bastards as opposed to, enjoying the after concert. Fucking assholes.
You ran
But
all
do
this
you-
way for what, that instrument? That's why you cut halfway across town just for that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't tell Leocas that. He'd be pissed.
Yeah, sure. I bet. I really don't care.
Do I see the guitar with him?
Yes.
yeah, on his back. It's a beautiful,
Do I know-
beautiful thing.
Do I know what a guitar is?
Fuck no, you don't. Not like this.
Like a
Right.
wide-bodied lute with more metal on it than wood.
And absolutely no sound hole. So functionally, it does not make sense.
Yeah.
Right. Do you have like a
literally,
specific design for the guitar? Yeah.
It's like
I have
a
a cer-
washboard.
Yeah.
It's like a washboard with strings. To Lugos.
I have the basis of the guitar. I'd have to draw a thing, but
Oh, get it commissioned by Giovanni. I swear to God, it looked beautiful.
Oh yeah, you should do it. I'm sure he wouldn't charge you more than 50. He only charged me $50 for an insignia, so doing an item might be pretty cheap.
I would love a Kashaw with an electric guitar commission from Giovanni.
It would be really cool. I'll point out the instrument. That's what you ran across town for, eh?
looks kind of like that.
Oh, fancy loot.
Yeah, sure. That's
Hopefully it'll, I'm assuming it's special, magical in nature, I'm assuming.
yes.
help us
for
out.
for the uninitiated, it is real special loot. It's not a loot, but yeah.
Oi, I just don't know what it is. Well, that's not his voice.
I just don't know what it is.
I just
Is
don't
it-
know what it is.
Well, you see, these.
I just don't know what it is. I'm not brain dead, jeez.
Oh.
Look, I'm sure reacquaintances are always nice, but you two, douse for oil lamps there. We have to go in silent running mode.
Alright.
He's just
start
generally
dousing
generally saying that to like Maverick, Lugos, and Shaw.
What do you say?
He
Douse
told
the
you
lamps.
just
We're going.
douse the lamps.
Bravo 6, we're going dark.
I'll douse the lamps.
Okay. There's a very faint kind of feeling of water as the sleek hull begins to cut through the murky depths of the coal stream. You see very quickly the 4 boats that begin to block the river, slowly moving into formation, but it looks like there's a small gap. You see as Niles behind the wheel kind of expertly begins to tilt and turn it, as Roundhead to the front is managing the sails. And you all watch as stealth check is going to be made.
Oh, a stealth check on our boat?
The boat is making a stealth check.
Our boat is making a stealth check? Interesting.
Horboat. Can I cast Pass Without Trace on the boat?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to ask. Yeah.
No, it's only for creatures.
Oh, it's only for creatures, yeah.
So get a pack of rats and cast Pass Without Trace on them and hide them on your clothes. And you'll have like a suit of rats. And then when the time is right, you unleash your rat army.
You have no idea about the rat army, dude. I made a special item called Loot of the Rat King. It might make an appearance in Ark.
Oh, fuck yeah, I
Caspian.
hope so.
Okay, so as the boat begins to cut through waters, there's really a limit to how stealthy a large sailing boat can be. But this is at the upper limit of it. As it slowly cuts through the gap between two other caravels.
Real quick,
Yep.
can I cast Pass Without Trace? Let me see. I just want to do it on everybody on the boat. Just so it
Sure
appears
enough.
that there's nobody on the boat.
Okay.
Everybody gets a +10 to a stealth roll if you guys want to
Ghost
hide.
boat.
Okay.
Yeah, ghost boat.
And as you pass the caravels, some of the crew members who are on watch notice a sleek shape just zip past them, and you hear a few shouts in the distance, but before anything has even happened, they are exactly that, in the distance, disappearing behind you. As there's a eerie silence descending and a fog rolling in, as midnight draws closer, and you begin to sail downstream. You see as Niles holds the wheel steady. Well, that's done.
Oh, damn. Damn.
But what now?
We're heading to the south, last I heard. Joy, I guess we're heading to some sort of place you might be familiar with. Last I
Heading
heard.
towards another city, you mean?
Oh, an oil stretch, right? What was it? Can't remember the name off the top of my head. But it's
Well,
in
I'm
the same
sorry.
area that you're.
I'm sorry to break it to you, kid, but those two bear ones who hired me out. We're going to Al Santa in the south.
Ah, knew it was south, but I just couldn't remember the name.
Do I recognize the name at all?
It's one of kind of the larger cities in one of the Southern Kingdoms, but it is not where you need to go. It's kind of on the way, but a few hundred miles away.
But we're heading towards a city with more Tyranid guards that could be possibly corrupted, eh?
Potentially.
No, trust me. Al Santa is the most corrupted place you've ever been. That's what makes it wonderful.
Oh boy.
Sounds fun.
Well, at least there won't be anything unexpected then, if we know it. If it's blatant.
See, I always say, in El Santa, expect everyone wants to kill you, expect everyone wants to rob you, and expect they'll try. You'll have a great time.
How far out are we from El Santa? How many days?
Depends. If you guys want to go as for crow flies or safe trading routes.
Are the trading routes, are they guarded?
No, but it's a few days more.
But it's recommended safer waters, yeah?
Well, have any of you heard of a stall?
No.
Ever?
If you would like to maybe hear about the stall, make a history check for me.
Oh, I want to make one too.
A legendary ship that caught on fire. No, I'm just kidding.
13.
Average.
Okay. I assume Shaw will also make a history check.
Always. Always, always.
When it comes to history and stories, go right ahead.
Since this is explicitly kind of a story you may know, I'm going to give you advantage as well.
Man,
It
all
seems
this
to me
advantage
this
today.
is
I love
this
it.
is something you would very likely know.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was Heliostal.
17.
17. So in that case, Lugos and Shaw are anyone who wants to have heard of it. And I referenced the ship a long time ago. If you remember Damar the Molten, he had an iron cannon on one of his hands.
Oh yeah.
there was an
Took
engraving of a
that cannon
story
from
on
the
it,
stall. Yep.
Yeah.
and it was a story of a stall. And what it essentially was a colossal battleship. It was made thousands of years ago and was said to be essentially the figurehead of Vecna's forces. Apparently it had a crew of 1,000 men and hundreds of cannons. It was made of pure steel. Of course, pretty intimidating figure when most other boats are made by wood and powered by oars. And apparently, a few hundred years ago, it was torn apart in the wars and sunk in the middle of nowhere, but its wreckage was never actually found. No one could figure out a reason why. Surely something would have washed up on an island or be found in the sea, but it seemed to just blink off the map like that. And that was in the direct middle of the Jade Sea, so to go from the Crocodiles, from Colfort to Alsanta, you would cross right over the graveyard of Bastal. And sailors do not like to go over the graveyard of Bastal. Essentially, think of it as like the Bermuda Triangle.
Interesting. Oh, what about the stall?
Well, Bastal sunk
Oh,
there.
not that ancient fairy tale of a ship, right?
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
not a fairy tale, but
Personally, I always go as for crow flies. I always think weird ghost stories, it's all hoax folks. It's all fine every time I've been. See no reason for it not to be fine this time.
And how many times have you went before?
6.
If you think it might be a good idea, then you're clearly the one with the more knowledge here. Oh, I trust you.
In that case, looks like we're going in for crow flies. Noted. For winds are kind, we'll be there in 5 days.
Great. We need actual sleep. Felt like I haven't actually slept in 4 days.
Because we haven't.
It's been a while.
I second that as well. How many masts are there? Are there 2? Or is there only one
There
mast here?
are 2 masts, and there's kind of the triangular sails to the rear and the front. We notice it's a very fast ship.
Is there an underbelly to the ship, like actual cabins and whatnot?
Oh yeah, I'll actually put a reference image on for you if you'd like. This one's
Yeah.
slightly bigger, so just imagine this without a mast. If you at home would like to also see this reference image, just Google ship known as the Cutty Sark.
What?
The
Okay.
Cutty Sark. It's was essentially one of the fastest ships, one of the fastest masted ships ever made.
I see. Okay, so there are cabins downstairs.
Yeah, there are cabins downstairs, and as you
Cool.
say this, you see us, and Nels kind of goes, "Oh, you want sleep? Right, I'll give you a tour. We seem to be on a steady heading here. Come downstairs." And he leads you kind of in the center of a deck and lifts and unbuckles a trapdoor, which is a ladder downstairs to what you figure out is kind of a main on the deck.
Alright, thank you. I'll go ahead and follow him downstairs, see what's up.
Okay.
So
I assume the rest of you are.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So he shuts it, and the first thing you notice is there's not much headroom in here. Maybe all the ceilings are probably about 5'10", so you might have to be ducking a lot. Walls are wood, and quite a rich, kind of dark crimson wood almost, and a few torches burning. And he immediately takes you straight to the south of the ship, underneath where the steering wheel will be. And he shows you into a decadent-looking room. It's got red leather sofas, some tables, and it's very cramped. There's a small fireplace burning, and there's not much space at all, and really, if you tried to stand up from one of the sofas, you'd have to kind of hunch over to not hit your head. But at the same time, you look, there's some opening windows that you can open with shutters on the side, and he immediately kind of draws you into space and says, "Well, this is the common room. This is where we eat, relax, play cards. Through there, there's a bath. Since we've only got a small crew, we can afford to use it. In there's the kitchen. Be careful with the oven. The door sticks, you can get food trapped in. I don't have to tell you, trapped food in an oven on a wooden ship, never a good day for anyone. Just through there, that's my quarters. I doubt any of you will be seeing the inside of it. Yeah, this is a common room. Any questions?
Leocus lays on the couch.
No. Alright, listen here, man. I'm sorry I was being rude earlier, so... My name is Lugos. I was in a bit of a rush. We were in a bit of a bad spot for a while.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it, kid. You're here on the Mayfly now. Fastest ship of its kind. Get you wherever you need to be in no time.
I appreciate it.
Right.
Yes,
How about
thank
I
you.
show you to your rooms, and then I believe Roundhead's gonna make us some dinner. Right.
If you might need any help around the ship, just let me know. I'm more than willing to help out around here. If
Oh.
you might be low on crew or anything.
Yeah, it's interesting doing everything with a crew of two, but it works somehow. Don't read too much into it. We do a lot each. And he takes you down kind of this main central corridor he showed you before, which everything comes off of. He immediately shows you into another room where there's essentially just two hammocks with a wall between them. Here's the guest room when we have guests traveling with us. As you can see, we don't have any real guests, not paying tourists. So feel free, whoever you'd like to take this room. But are more hammocks in the communal room. These are, a little private accommodation. He leads you further down to the bow of the ship. And as he opens the bow, you see a large hollowed out space, supportive pillars dotting the room, and from these supporting pillars, hammocks have been strewn with a small wicker basket below them for personal belongings. In a nook to this room, kind of down to one side, you see a table with some chairs, some cards put out. And I guess here's where you'll be calling home. Communal living space, nice comfy hammocks. You see, hammocks so much better than beds because you don't have to worry about falling out. You've got your table down there. Torch, with the lighting. Of course, the nice sound of the waves from the outside.
I'm already doffing armor.
I immediately. Yeah.
I'm doffing armor. I need to unload.
I put my stuff down and I climb right into a hammock.
It's very comfy. You kind of just swaying there.
Don't let Scott hear you say that. I mean, he might get jealous with his futons.
Now inventing the hammock futon. It can roll out.
Oh my god! I roll out like futon mattress that's strung up like a hammock.
Yes.
Oh my! Brilliant! Brilliant.
Now, if any of you boys don't mind, I'm gonna take the more private chambers.
What,
No reply at all.
Like, yeah.
Beautiful.
It's way
So, I'll go set all my stuff in there, and she's heading straight to go take a bath.
The
Okay.
Big fair.
Who's giving us a tour right now? It's not
It
Fat
is
Ted.
Niles.
Niles.
Yes,
If you wouldn't mind, later on, are we allowed to use the bathroom as well? We've been underground for the past 4 days.
yeah, of
I
course.
think we could all use a wash up.
Bathroom's just down there. It goes straight into sanitary means on the deck below. There's some newspapers. A bit outdated from a few weeks ago, but if you'd like something to read. Yeah.
Do you have a bath there?
The bath is in the separate room just off the common room.
All right.
I'll go last. Just wake me up when it's available.
Sure.
Make sure Kasol does his prestidig, whatever he calls it. And then I go to sleep.
I'll climb down from my hammock and I'll go first to clean myself.
Already headed there.
Not doing it like a dog or anything.
Yeah, so you'll be going after Joy, because Joy's immediate first thing was just that offer.
Oh, I thought she was
Oh no, I didn't even finish the tour. As soon as he pointed it out. Oh, she's gone.
And there she goes.
So, I'll wake you all up in about an hour and a half. Or an hour and a half for food. Be about 12 at night, but trust me, you'll thank me. Alright,
Wait, short
see you
rest
soon.
time.
Shh,
I'll
close the
just,
door. Heads for top deck.
I'll wait for Joy to be done.
Okay. Joy,
Short rest.
as you get done there, of course, Lucas goes after you, and as you're kind of in a separate room getting your stuff settled in, there's a knock of a door.
Yeah, I'll open it.
You open it and you see a familiar straw-haired female elf. You wouldn't mind if I stayed in here too, would you?
Oh yeah, you're more than
Thank you.
welcome to.
Thank you. And she doesn't have much, but she has more kind of equipment than all of you, if that makes sense. Because she had like a whole life to back up. Brings her bags in, gets her down. And for
Damn, Zorana, you've taken your whole life baggage with you.
for the rest of you,
Getting
you also
heckled by
hear
Maverick.
a knock.
What's that? What's that?
Nothing.
No, say it, Iggy. Commit.
I thought, were you getting heckled by Maverick?
Oh no.
The rest of you,
Getting heckled.
in
I'm
your
not heckling.
hammocks, you will hear a dum 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 at the door. It's just
Boy.
this-
I don't have thaumaturgy to open the door while I'm laying down.
he just
wait.
opens it.
Yeah, I just yelled to come in.
Yeah, the door opens and you see Atfir enter. He looks beat up after coming down into the mines to find you all, almost breaking his legs. If it wasn't for sure gas had fall on him. He enters in and he goes, well, it's I think homely's word you'd use to describe it in here, isn't it?
It'll do.
Take a hammock, mate.
Don't take this wrong way, but which one of you smells the least?
Well, I got more hair than everyone, so
Alright,
I think it's safe to say that I smell the worst.
I'll stick with Poncho then.
It
over
would be
here.
Mr. Kishore. He always keeps himself clean.
Yeah, so Atfir goes, kind of gets himself set up on the hammock next to Kishore. I suppose none of you saw Ulfril after you all left.
Awful.
Not to my knowledge, no.
Oh, well, it looks like he must have... You all left, didn't you? That's how we found you. You were talking in the bar, some people overheard some conversations, and... The theory is when you all left, he snuck out by himself, and... We don't know.
Pardon?
Best of wins to him then at this moment.
Yeah. Let's
Well,
just
I mean,
hope.
we got what we needed, right?
Yeah, we did. It's just... I don't want to see an innocent person die.
What? Well, at this point, it's, you know, I wish him the best of luck, but whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Whatever situation is probably better than Hell Chain at the moment. So anything's better than Hell Chain. So more power to him.
Interesting theory. And you see as he settles back into his hammock and he too has a short rest. So you all tend to your business, heading out into the dark river of the night. So, as you begin to leave your harbor, the music is taking a while to play. There we go. So, as the boat essentially just skims through the harbor, unbeknownst to all of you, but you feel a slight lift. And from a physics perspective, I know this is complete kind of schmuck, that doesn't work at all. But on the very top deck, round-headed nails activate the special system of this boat. Essentially, to the very front and back of the boat, two almost wings extend with fabric in the center, which takes the wind and seems to actually give the entire boat a shallower berth, as it is quite literally skimming across the water, all the masts in full effect.
Hey, that's the word, skim.
Yeah, just
Skimmer wings, let's go.
going straight across. And when I say this thing is going fast, I mean, at best you reckon it could cover 300 nautical miles in a day. So it is maybe twice as fast as your next motion ship, as it is firing down the river. Anyway, you all tend to your business. Sleeping, washing.
Oh,
I
yes.
assume washing is quite a big thing. Kishore
Yeah,
making
washing,
love to his
eating,
guitar.
and then sleeping.
No, but I assume Kishore, you are strumming on your guitar, or are you just kind of ignoring it for a second?
Repairing it, probably.
Yeah, trying
Okay.
to see if I can restring, if at all possible.
Yes. I'd say you have enough knowledge of it that you could, even though I know they're definitely not the same kind of string, you could transfer a lute string to your electric guitar.
Okay.
Gotta be
Even
one of the heavier strings. Heavier lute strings.
It's a badass looking guitar too.
So, as he's doing this,
After
after you.
after short resting and eating, I want to read that letter before I sleep.
I will say you haven't eaten yet. You could read the letter now before you eat.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll send you it.
Snag this on the way out. Oh, hold on, I gotta do a detour. I gotta check the post office. Excuse me. Excuse me, gotta check the post office.
Like, I was going to think, oh wait, am I going to check the post office?
Yep, always before I leave an area, I will check the post office because my main form of communication over the past year has been letters.
Must be nice to have somebody to send you a letter, huh?
Yeah, right?
Must be nice to
Yeah.
have a person to send a letter to, huh,
Dear
Maverick?
sister who is not dead like my friend Lugos is.
Oh my God.
It is so good to hear from you again. Sorry.
Bastard.
That's terrible. I'm sorry, Iggy.
It's fine. It was funny.
Well, I mean, that's something that like Maverick and Lugos like Maverick actually has, sympathy for Lugos because he cares about his sister
Lugos
a
would
lot.
probably be like really angry if you said something like that.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely! He will never say something like that.
just as like you're writing a letter, like, dear very alive sister
sister.
and not dead like Lugos. It's your brother Maverick.
Who never abandoned you or left you in the woods ever.
Who never abandoned you or left you in the woods to die.
God, that's so terrible.
Horrible.
Okay,
can't
I'll
help but laugh at it,
send
holy
this to you
shit.
now.
He just had to change the letter really quick to brother who didn't leave me to die in the woods. It is so good to hear me.
To brother who actually protected me. Oh no, that's too far. That's too far.
No!
He tried.
Twist the knife.
Okay, well, it's sent to you.
Horrible.
And Maverick, as you sit reading that, the boat heads out down the stream. The stars begin to ting ting pop out as Roundhead and Niles finish up their preparations and come down below deck. You all get a knock on your door. Hey, food's ready.
Boy.
Come in and eat.
At this point, is Joy done with the bath? Like, have we all
I
washed
very
up?
much assume so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, I'll make sure I wash up. I wake up from my nap. I climb down from the hammock. If
Okay.
Maverick's not awake, I kick his hammock lightly just to wake him up. More like pushing it with my foot.
Yep. Letter still in hand. Yep. I'm up.
Going to eat.
Great. Hopefully it's not thrown at us from bowls.
Yeah. I'm starved.
Absolutely.
Alright. And then,
I took an apple from a farmer's market vendor on the way to the post office, and that's been holding me up for the past hour.
Lucky.
I took an apple from a farmer's market vendor. It's like, that's mine now. I gotta go.
Alright, so as you dismount from your hammocks and head to get something to eat at the dinner table, I think we'll take a short break. So, join us back here at 10 past. Does that sound good to everyone? So they can
Yeah,
have
sure.
a nice dinner for the first time in a long time. And maybe
Yes.
relax
For real.
a tiny bit on the ocean. We'll see you very soon. Stay tuned.
Probably
That was a
Lucas.
nice little letter there. is a story of a girl.
Who cried
Okay.
a river and drowned the whole world.
We are back. I hope you have a drink of whatever drink you choose. And you're ready to jump into the adventures on the open ocean of a party. Speaking of which, we have done a...
Very well said, Spencer. I hope you have a drink of whatever drink you chose.
I know. I hope you have tea. There we go, I said it. Anyway, there's a poll
He
here.
showed his true colors. There we go.
Which is also
Nothing.
red, white, and blue, by the way. Don't want to point that out. but
This
still.
is the story of a Brit
We did a
who poured
poll
a cup of tea and drowned the whole world.
over the duration of a break. What awaits a party on the open ocean? And surprisingly, the majority have said dolphins will await the party. And just to reveal a bit about my DMing method here, that's how I DM. I just do a poll, and whatever it says, poof, I just do it. That's how the entire campaign has actually been run, unbeknownst to all of you. I've just been doing polls constantly. I haven't put any of my own intuition into this. Anyway.
I knew it. No
Makes
wonder it's been
sense.
so good so far.
You mean person.
That's it.
You're not getting dinner now. Right.
Damn it.
Alright,
Anyway.
that's my one violent thing I say today. No,
Where we
you
left
do an
off-
amazing job.
You had retreated into the waters of the cold stream, had a small rest whilst you could smell the fragrant scents of dinner being cooked. With a knock at your door, you are beckoned forward to the common room, where you see a dining room table has been laid out. Niles sits at the head of the table, ready to eat, as you hear the faint kind of clattering of waves against the boat as it skims through water. I'd say you all arrive at roughly the same time, and there's plenty of seats for all of you. Just Niles gestures her hands forward. Oh, come in, sit down.
I stand up. No. Go sit down.
This is for the first time in a long time Maverick's not donning any armor, not brandishing any weapons.
Yeah, you know,
Just
Lucas will probably want to be
fine,
out of his
just-
armor as well.
Yeah, just normal commons clothes, except the captain's insignia is on the belt on his pants.
Mhm. By the way, during the night after, oh, you know what? It's after we eat, so. Anyways, go on. Also, I sit down.
Okay. You sit down, and I assume everyone else sits down.
Yes.
Well, round here will just be a minute with the food. We're having... Well, have any of you had roasted sea beast?
No, never.
I take it none of you have sailed much?
I've been around, but not that around, unfortunately.
I've sailed a few times.
Oh.
I didn't even know what the fuck a turtle was, to be honest, so.
That's concerning.
So,
Anyway.
what is a sea beast?
Best left unsaid, but the point is it gives you your sea legs, so to speak.
Would I be worried?
Only if it's undercooked. Oh, he's here. And you see, as he says this, Roundhead comes out, the large hippopotamus-like figure in the military uniforms jangling the medallions, as he kind of sets down multiple pieces of meat that seem to be wrapped in a spiced seaweed. He has some pictures of drinks that he sets down. Puts up two thumbs and sits down on the opposite head of the table to Niles, putting comparatively two very small pieces of cutlery into his hands. Thank you, Roundhead. Do any of you say grace, or are we normal?
Oh, normal here.
Normal? You, Golden Boy?
We don't have to if you don't want.
Yeah, I prefer not to pray to bookie religions before I eat food I purchased, I cooked, and I set out on the table.
Probably fine.
Right. On that place, took in, I guess. I'll put the fire on over here. You see as he gets up, put some logs into the fireplace, and it.
As he gets
Spark
up
and spark.
and walks away, I'm just whispering very quietly under breath. Sausage Palis, Altua, and the Triad business. I'm just like, you know, just Zealous's Palor, Altua, and the Triad.
I'll just kind of say a light grace in my head to the goddess of the forest. That's all.
Okay.
And then there's Leokos. Talona, bless this food.
That'd probably be a bad thing if she did.
Bring me
Yeah, for
poison to
real.
kill my enemies, slaughter and death. Ooh.
May
That is
these,
the kind of
may,
prayer to
these
Talona.
may these plates of food give us the strength to calm your enemies, Talona, in your name.
Asmodeus, please give me the strength to. No.
Anyway, I assume you're all tucking into the food?
I'm gonna wait until I see one of these crew members eat this food based off of them saying, "Oh, you'll love it."
Yeah.
I think they're fucking with
It's
us.
the kind of food that'll put hair on your
Yeah.
chest, so Maverick will take a bite first.
I'll sniff it, like see what it smells like.
A little perception check for me.
Me?
You
Or-
see as Niles pretty eagerly dives into it, and you notice he's doing something as he eats. He has his plate in front of him here, but he has his forearms to either side, very close to it at all times, and when he goes and moves around, he kind of does this. And you notice this pretty quickly as all of your plates begin to kind of slide about with a slight rocking of the ship, so you have to kind of adopt the same forearm to either side
Yeah,
thing.
I grip it.
Yeah. It smells a bit like if you took a chicken, threw it in the sea for a week, crossed it maybe with a bit of dragon, and then spiced it to perfection.
Oh.
Yeah, anything like I'm just gonna say it. You know, seafood. It usually smells horrid. All right. It's like the worst part of seafood is the stench.
Yeah. It doesn't smell the
I'll
best,
take
it
it.
smells interesting.
I'll take a bite though.
Yeah. It's essentially this meat wrapped in seaweed. You bite into it, it's a tiny bit chewy, but it kind of comes apart, and you think you taste some rice, and some of a bit, and there seems to be also some raw fish actually put into the meat itself. And a bite into it. If you think your character's the kind of person who would like kind of prawns, stuff like that, they'll like this. If they're the kind who wouldn't like seafood, they won't like this.
At this point, you know, he's indifferent, man. He's been like 4 days without food, so
So this probably tastes like the best thing that we've had this month.
yeah. I'm like inhaling it after the
Yep.
first bite. I think it tastes all right, you know.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, seafood is not my first pick, but it's not,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
not
certainly
something
not
I
my
don't
first
like.
pick.
Yeah, it's just not a first pick.
Okay. So, as you all begin to tuck into your food, you see Niles at the head of the table, eagerly took into his, and after a few seconds of eating, he just goes, "So, where you all from before you found your way onto the fastest ship in the ocean as we know it?"
Well, you see, and I'll launch into a song about it.
You were just
3
waiting
notes
for
and he's
your
like,
opportunity.
stop.
Roll performance for me.
Woo! Let's go.
Can I ask if you have your guitar on you?
I do, always. It's not
He's just
leaving
like,
me now.
well, zzz.
Well, to be fair,
Lightning strikes, catches the ship on fire.
What's interesting, actually, about this guitar is, as I toggle the switch, it sounds exactly like an acoustic guitar
Okay,
with none of the acoustic hole for it.
okay. Very nice.
It plays acoustic noises.
Crazy.
Interesting.
Let me just get the roller here.
And can I also ask what you include in your song?
Basically, from what I've gathered, just a brief summation of everyone present, what we've done, without leaving out the really, we broke out of prison, worked for a criminal syndicate, got tortured for like 4 days. You know, like the nice stuff, like Maverick is a hero, and Joy is just the most beautiful thing on this ocean. Lugos is cool, I guess, and Leocas is totally not a murderer, but framed in a nicer light.
Put in the song somewhere where Leocas took a donation plate from the church and
Yeah. You know, just like Just a nice.
It
little
wasn't even
jaunty
there
tune.
for that.
And this is performance, so I do get advantage because I'm
Well.
playing on my guitar. Nice. Absolute. Oh, God, I'm so happy. I can actually play things better now. Hopefully. Let me just-
The joy is the chorus that does repeat in between each verse.
You know it.
Yeah. Yeah, something about white locks
Wow.
and infernal starlight. some shit.
it's not very good.
You would have
It's
just
not
so
very good
annoying.
at all.
You get to the end, and he just kind of goes,
Ah?
"A hell of a story you've got there."
That was really good, Kishon. Can we eat the rest of the time in peace, please?
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't. I'm still relearning this. Don't mind.
No, it's all right. It's
It's
fine.
probably the broken string. I know you replaced it with something else. it looks
Look,
like,
look,
I
kid,
just I don't have
it
the
sounded
energy
good.
to.
God damn,
I
how
don't
would
just I just don't have the energy. But
Look, kid, do you want energy? Try some of this. And he hands you a glass of what him and Roundhead are drinking.
I'll be fine.
Yeah. What the hell?
You
I
want
drink
sea
it.
legs? It does you good to drink this.
I drink
Try it. Sure,
It's,
drinks
if
it?
it's salt water. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. I drink it.
It smells salty.
No,
What
I
kind
no.
of-
I
Bubblegummy as well, and but this is kind of an aroma that goes into your mouth as you drink it. You kind of taste it. It's slightly bitter, but it's not bad.
Okay.
It goes down pretty heavily, like whiskey, almost burning, but I swallow it down. Isn't too bad.
I think I'll get my energy back tomorrow after a long rest. I don't think I need any right now.
It's not too bad.
Speak for yourself, but you'll be sick all day, and I tell you, I'm not cleaning it up. If you're sick on my ship, maybe my ship, but it's your sick. We're clear?
All right, sure.
Good. And
Well, this far so far, right? Can't be any worse than this, huh?
you obviously haven't been seriously seasick, have you?
Nope, I've never sailed anywhere in my life, actually. I've been mostly landlocked.
Well, you'll have the experience of your life. Speaking of life, from your little song there, I take it you two are an item? Wanting to join, sure.
There's a smile there, but he doesn't say anything that she doesn't confirm. Yep, there it is. There it is.
I wouldn't. I guess it really just depends on the day.
Madam, you wound me.
I'm sorry, kid. That must hurt.
That's
And
alright.
then on the day.
felt it from here.
Well,
Oh, it's. I won't say I deny it, but I'm not gonna say yes either.
don't worry.
I mean, that's better than no.
Don't worry.
That
Between
is-
you and me, he's a bit musical, isn't he?
I'm right here. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I know.
Right here.
I take that as a compliment.
Saying from across the table, between you and me, by the way.
Who's all with it? Is Advir and everyone else still awkwardly with us too? Like,
Adfair and Zilrona are kind of just next to Roundhead at the far end, kind of just staring at gravy, kind of slopping down this hippopotamus's mouth as he's just like.
I actually want to catch Zilrona's gazing. Just roll my eyes at the situation.
She kind of just goes. And looks down.
Hey, Captain, quick question for you. Just a little shot.
Yeah, of course.
What's a big guy's favorite kind of food?
I'm not sure I should tell you that.
No. I mean, I'm trying to do something nice. Promise.
Okay. Well,
Is it people? Please don't say it's people. That'd be weird.
have you heard of seahorses?
I have heard of a horse, and I've heard that there are things in the sea. I did
Yeah.
not know that horses were in the sea.
It's not quite. Imagine a shrimp, just a bit longer, a bit crustier, a few scales.
All right.
Also shrimp.
I'm gonna ignore you for a second. Imagine that. When we're in coastal waters, we'll take a few seahorses. He likes to just chew on them.
All right. Well, I was gonna try and replicate the flavor of something that he enjoys, but I do not myself know what a seahorse is or tastes like, so I can't do that.
Just
So-
do steak. He likes steak.
All right.
Who doesn't like steak?
I can do steak, and I wave my hand, and the next bite that he has is the juiciest porterhouse he's ever had in his life.
How was that round head? That good? And he just goes. He gets to just tear further into this.
God, watching a hippo eat is terrifying. So.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just these huge
especially if they
lips
can
kind
crush a watermelon with just their
with-
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally just opening and taking huge bites. Every so often, you just see this huge maw bite down. I've seen that look. No need to be scared. He's a gentle giant.
By the way, this food. It's very okay.
Roundhead immediately stops.
It's certainly decent.
The gums kind of retract to just show this array of large hippopotamus teeth.
Is that?
Is that a smile? I don't know.
Is he smiling? Is he? Please tell me he's smiling.
I'll let you figure that one out for yourself. How about that?
I want an insight check. Is he smiling?
Oh, and so for me.
Wow, good call on the random insight there, Mav. I thought you were
14.
joking.
If you ever kind of poked a dog on the nose repeatedly and it's kind of its gums kind of go and a growl, that's
Yes.
essentially what it's doing.
Nice.
I mean that in the best way possible.
The gums come down and he continues to eat.
Yeah, I continue to eat my seafood and peas. Still thinking
I'm on a
about
seafood diet. I see
S-
food
s-
and I eat it.
that. So funny, so funny. I'm still thinking about that comment that the captain made and just smirking to myself. She didn't say no!
She didn't say yes.
Shut the fuck up. Don't take this from me.
We joked a while ago. Maverick's gonna be the one to be Mr. Steelio Girl, and then now I'm just like, no, never mind. I actually want to see how this shit plays out. Actually curious.
So you
Take my
all
prime.
took into this food, and after a while, it comes to a point where you essentially can stomach just a gentle rocking of a boat. Luckily, you aren't in the open water yet, so you're in kind of a baby waves or of a river at the moment. There's very few, if any, just the wind. But you all stomach it down, and towards the end, Niles has gone back to eating for a bit. I mean, he finishes his meal. Well, I'm gonna turn in a bit, but before I go, any questions? Sure, it's a
There
big thing for you, coming on such a
anything-
charming ship with such a charming captain.
Yeah, is there anything in particular, friend, that we should know in case we run into any problems out here on the ocean?
Well,
Like,
there's 2 rowboats on the top deck. Get into your problems, we can all fit into those. Should be easy going if the wind is kind. We'll be going for oars rest in the morning. Then I'll be out in the open water.
all right. Well,
Right.
Sure. Can we borrow your skill set after dinner?
yeah, whatever you need.
Great. Lugos. Why don't
Boy.
you procure that procure that bow out of your storage?
Oh, right.
We got some stuff we need. Figure.
Oh
out.
yeah. Oh, sure. Yes. I've been looking to get that looked at actually.
Do you mind looking at something of mine as well?
Sure, let's all powwow together over a game of cards, huh?
Yeah,
right,
sure.
adventure and stuff. I get it. Enjoy your night. Stands up.
Yeah, sure.
Heads and
Whatever,
transporters.
whatever it is you need to go
Drink
look at.
here.
Are you saying
you
that
have any-
before he goes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you ask Roundhead, he can get some wine, some water, some ale from storage.
Captain, we are not your average passengers. I'll pay up if you've got yourself some rum.
Yeah, we're happy to pay extra for anything alcoholic.
Of course, Joy is.
I tell you what, the alcohol tab's on Joy tonight then. Eh?
My kind of passengers. For a few coin,
Sure.
I got rum, I got whiskey. And I got a mix of the
That's- I'll
two
take the
if you're so
whiskey.
inclined.
Yeah, that's more like it. Thank you.
Well, I wouldn't mix those two.
Well, you can try. It's fun.
How much
You
do
would
I
be
owe
making
you for it?
grog. Go on.
How much do I owe you for?
I'd say make yourself a jar every time you drink a cup, put a silver piece in the jar. It's like a swear jar,
beautiful.
just less fun. You could make a swear jar as well, if you, again, feel so inclined.
Sounds good, thank you.
Right. Also, whilst we're at it, please make playing a guitar jar. May get on my nerves relatively quickly. Right, see
I'm
ya.
not. No.
I said it,
don't
kid. I
play.
said it. It's out of me open. No, not taking it back. And you hear the door
All right.
shut behind him.
I'll just,
Charlatan.
I'll just start off the bat and put 5 gold in the little jar.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
gonna
long
be-
5 days.
It's gonna be that kind of night.
Yeah, it's gonna be literally.
Roundhead
Just-
reaches into his pocket, pulls out a single
ahead.
silver piece, and throws it in a jar. And goes,
I hate this. I'm gonna
I'm
send
on a-
something to you, Alex. One sec.
I'm on a see-drink diet. I see alcohol. I ruin my life.
How did we split up the 3,000 gold pieces? Or have we done that yet?
Did we?
Did we split up the 3,000 gold
I
pieces?
don't think you
from
did.
last
You
time?
just.
I don't think
took
we
it all.
did.
Okay.
You took everything.
You did.
Oh, I have it?
I don't
You have
know
the
who
bag
has
of
it. I
holding,
wasn't
right?
there.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I
Yeah.
took gems. I wasn't sure if I.
So, how much are we each getting from that 3,000?
Oh, I'll split it evenly.
Okay.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no, I'll split the 3,000.
What is it? 600 by 5, right? Is that how this is?
Yeah, that'd be 600 by 5.
Cool. I'll
Okay,
add 600
somewhat-
gold.
Someone add 600 gold pieces to Leocuss's inventory.
Okay. Cool. I'm back up to 1,000. This is nice.
Yep, me too.
I'm not.
And
That's
just
okay.
just to fucking spite this man, I'll take 5 gold out and
Put it in the other
Right now.
jar.
Yeah,
Put it in
fuck
the
this
other
guy.
jar.
that's 50 songs, asshole.
It's literally Wellerman on repeat.
Yeah.
She'll
have
hold
so
for
much
you.
gold.
You hold.
As you're all doing this, counting your stuff, Adfir and Zilloran both stand up. Adfir kind of addresses you all. Well, you seem to have having plenty of fun. I'm gonna turn in for the night. Enjoy. Turns around.
Thanks for
That's this
everything,
one
mate.
question. No, I'm
Grab
just,
a drink before you go.
I'm just
Donuts.
glad I didn't break my legs on a rock. Thank you again, Poncho.
What about you, Zoran? I want to grab a glass of whiskey. We're gonna play cards in a minute.
Turns to Adfir. I'm more fun than him, so yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah, she's
say.
down.
might
Let's
as
go!
well.
And I hand her a glass. Let's go.
She takes it
Let's
and
go.
yeah, Adfir kind of goes. We have to be up early in the morning. Remember that. Turns.
Oh,
But
that's
why?
we also have 5 days of travel. Let's at least
Yeah. Why do we have
let
to go
loose for
early?
tonight, huh?
Because the sea never sleeps. Anything unexpected can happen. Good night, everyone.
See
Good
never
night.
sleeps. Good night, everyone. As soon as he's gone, see never sleeps. Good night, everyone. Please.
If
So
you drink
melodramatic.
enough, you can sleep through it.
Hey, hey, that
Precisely.
is still my twin brother you are talking about. Be nice.
No, okay, fine.
Though he is a complete prude, I will admit.
Yeah, bit of a buzzkill. Not gonna lie. So,
Twin brother, more like twin bother.
There's a
your jokes.
That's
from
fun.
Roundhead.
Alright. Okay, so if everybody could just lay out those items,
Mm-hmm.
I'll get started on that.
Lugos, you first.
Yeah. I lay out the bow and the quiver, and I don't know if I got anything else.
No.
Special
that was
arrows.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the,
special
the
arrows are
quiver
arrow
has
in the
like
quiver.
different
8 arrows,
crystal tipped
yeah.
arrows on it.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's all I got from the dungeon, as far as I know.
Okay.
And the gold. We just split up.
Yeah. and
If
the
you
gold,
if
of
you
course.
want me to tell you what you each got, as in like the actual items, Joy, you had the ruby. Kishore, you had the cloak you put in your satchel. Maverick, you had the very pretty shield. And Roundhead is gonna rip some medallions off the front and put them in a pile in front of Kishore and just go, with 2 large hippopotamus eyes staring at you expectantly.
Guess he wants medallions.
Terrifying, dude.
Identified too.
Like, his face comes really close and you can kind of smell the seafood on his breath as he just gives a really cute smile, his eyes kind of staring at you. He's pretty cute.
Terrifying monster cute.
Gifts are not terrifying. They are just misunderstood hunters. They're like predators, but hippos.
Yeah.
Anyways.
No,
yeah.
he is cute. He's very cute.
I begin the 10-minute process as they all begin to drink, play cards, trying my absolute best not to suggest strip poker and cheat.
Jesus.
And
Jesus.
and just begin identifying all the items placed before me.
Okay, one by one. Which are you doing first? It is about 12 at night as well, so we'll say you are getting a bit groggy.
Well, yeah, of course I'm gonna do Joyce first, because fuck Lugos.
Holy
on,
fucking
dude,
Christ!
Okay,
I'm
you
just
pick
joking.
up this large ruby that has a darkness to it.
Simp.
It is known as the Ruby Eternus from what you know. It hails from the Southern Kingdoms, and it has a magical ability. When someone is killed, if this ruby is held to their wound, it traps their soul, stores their soul, and it essentially
that's nice.
and it traps their soul in their kind of last moment, if that makes sense. If you're dying in horrible amounts of pain, this would trap them forever in horrible amounts of pain.
Yo, 100%. I'm gonna steal this, send it across the way to Victor. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But awesome.
Wonder why I gave that to
Victor
Joy.
would
What if I tipped my? What if we melted it and I tipped my
second
arrows
for
with
you.
it?
So when someone's killed, it stores their soul.
Yeah.
I haven't said this yet, but yeah, that's exactly what it
Yeah.
is.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I finish identifying that. I'm like, okay, that's gonna go in the maybe we don't give that one back pile.
It's an it's an item of pure vengeance, essentially.
It's a soul gem, soul jar, but in gem form. I'm like, okay, that's gonna go over there.
Imagine that as an arrow too.
And
I'm
it
just
could be
saying.
made into a very nice necklace.
Oh, you're playing games.
Playing
now
these
I'm-
games.
now I'm gonna focus on Lucas' stuff because he asked
Okay.
nicely.
Thank you.
First, looking at the bow.
Yep.
This is the bow of the Warden. It's a beautiful artifact. The bowstring itself isn't your standard bowstring. You look closer, you identify this, and there's a certain magical pulse that you cannot deny. It seems to be made from the hair of a unicorn. This glimmering white bowstring.
Holy
The actual
shit.
bow itself is white and gold, with beautiful kind of beautiful golden filigree weaving down in like leaf patterns. It's very well balanced, not necessarily magical in of itself, but it will be a +1. It's so well made. Now you go on to the quiver of a Warden Swell. The first thing you do, you kind of actually do this by mistake. You notice when you turn it upside down, no arrows fall out. They're held in stasis, it seems. But you look at the arrows one by one, and there are 8 arrows. I'll give you the briefest rundown possible of each arrow. That's not take too much time.
Oh god, that's gonna take me 80 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but the first arrow you pick up is called Bolt. You see, it's a metal arrow that vibrates and pulses with a constant charge of electricity with a static field around it. There's glass, which is completely transparent, and thin mist is forming on its edge. You try knocking it, and you see it begins to kind of shimmer with energy, almost cracking. And as you do this, kind of a fletching of bright blue appears of pure energy. But you undo it. Then you have Jet, which is made of pure jet. I think it was the earrings Joy got, which were also made of kind of this pure black jet. This is an arrow of pure jet. You look closer, there's almost kind of stars inside of it, and whale-like music comes from inside of it. There's an arrow that seems to be made of pure volcanic crust, and when you knock it, it disappears. It'll just be an arrow of pure magma. There's a...
While you're doing this, Lukos is like losing his fucking mind. He's like inches away from it, just like his eyes are glistening.
No. See, the best part is he's identifying, saying it all. He's making you wait in anticipation to see what the fuck.
There's the soul arrow. You look, it's a beautiful silver and purple. It has a hole in the end of the arrow itself. A single mini purple orb hovers and glows. When knocked, it wails with a high-pitched energy noise, like and the silver shaft begins to shimmer with energy. And the last one is the largest. This arrow is called Titan. I apologize, there's only 6 arrows. It's called Titan. It's large and red and made of pure ruby. When you draw it, the fletching takes the form of golden razor-sharp fins that seem to adjust and move for firing conditions. These arrows, identifying them, are each magical arrows. They're good in their standard form, but each one of them can be enhanced and made to ridiculous power levels. But, for example, you know, to enhance the bolt arrow, it needs to be held to the sky in a thunderstorm. To enhance the scourge arrow, it needs to be held in the fire of a red dragon. It's that kind of thing. You can enhance those arrows to give them ridiculous levels of power.
I'm gonna need you to just write all this down, because that is exactly what Kashaw is writing down. Like as he starts doing this, yeah. As he starts doing this, he's gonna write like what he sees down and like on a little sheet of paper and just like put it, like sticky note it to the quiver. I
will say, the one that particularly takes your attention for Lugos as well is the last arrow, Titan. Because sure, you would know this is what is essentially the God Killer arrow.
Oh my god.
Mechanically, if used against a god, it has advantage to hit, and it does 20 d12s of damage. Not much, but if enhanced, which is done via the sacrifice of a powerful mortal soul to a god, is advantage to hit and does 80 d12s of damage against a god.
18 or 80?
80. It's a God Killer arrow enhanced.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna shoot Kashaw with the
D12. Sacrifice Kashaw, like slit his throat over the arrow. Yes!
Unfortunately, he isn't powerful enough. You'd essentially have to sacrifice someone who is about a level 10 PC. Like a powerful soul.
Yeah, oof. Shame. Bye-bye, Maverick. Anyways.
Oh, Leocast, what a shame.
Oh, yeah, literally. He would, literally, Leocast would be a very expendable resource here.
Yeah, man, like, Lugos is, like, losing his shit over this. Like I said, he looks like a little kid with, like, huge glistening eyes.
So, so as I finish the arrows, Ghost, who's been probably just eyeing me this entire time, right? Like, all right, so good news. These are real powerful.
He's just like, he's not even saying anything. He's just like super excited.
Better news, they can become even more powerful.
How?
Well, each of these are specially crafted, and they have particular conditions that need to be met in order to make it so that they are activated to their fullest potential. Though this one, and I hold up the God Killer, I don't think you're gonna want to use this one at its full potential. I mean, if you I mean this in all respect, this will kill a god.
Was he serious or something?
Ain't
Yes.
nothing like a little arrow like that can kill
No,
a
no,
dog.
no, 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 no. If this is drenched in the blood of a sacrifice of a powerful, it has the potential to kill a god. I am not joking. I am astonished that they had this in their little den. Terrified, really.
What kind of conditions do the others have to meet? Do they
I
also have to be
explain,
bathed
yeah.
in the blood?
No, some of these are actually pretty okay. This one's just kind of fucking insane, really.
I'll make sure I keep that one wrapped up.
This one's got to be bathed in dragon fire. Shame, we might have been able to do that one earlier. This one, this one's got to, be struck by lightning. And I just go down the entire list of what they do, and I give the whole list over to him. Oh, and the bow? That's unicorn hair.
Right.
Don't break it.
Yeah. Don't.
For
Replace.
the one that has to be struck by lightning, can you maybe just like shoot a little bit of electricity at it? One of your little
no,
fancy
it's-
magic spells?
No, it's got to be pure lightning from the sky. So, if possible, if you have the shoot it up into the sky during a lightning storm and it comes down like the wrath of God itself, then you will have successfully used it accordingly. Question, out of character.
Yep.
Because these are all magical arrows, I kind of look. These won't break, will they?
You think they're only
probably
one
not
use.
by-
You can retrieve these, can't you?
But when you retrieve them, they lose their magic, but just standard arrows. They're just essentially
makes sense.
one
time
use magical
only.
arrows.
Yeah. So that's the other part of this, Lugos. These are one-shot kind of deals.
Don't miss.
It makes sense, right? Yeah, it certainly makes sense.
I mean, they'll still work as arrows if you pick them up again. They just won't work like they did.
Right. I'll make sure that I save the money for the most dire situations.
All right. Well,
Lugos, I will ask, are there any of those that particularly kind of take your fancy at the moment where you'd like to know how they're enhanced?
Yeah, all of them, first of
Yeah.
all.
I was about to
Okay.
say.
First one, hell to the sky in a thunderstorm. Second one, when shattered
Can
with
you
a
write this down and
Oh,
send it
yeah,
to me?
after the session I'll send it all. But the second
yeah,
one,
alright.
enhanced when shattered with a hammer of stars and reforged in a cast of magma. Third one, enhanced when touched to
Right.
the edge of the stratosphere.
Oh wait, the edge of the I could do that one. I could fly and just go up with
The
it.
next one is enhanced when held in the fire of a red dragon, an ancient red dragon.
Oh my God.
Fifth one, enhanced by being submerged in the Sea of Souls for 8 minutes. And Titan is enhanced by the sacrifice of a powerful mortal soul. But it's
Honestly, I'll
worthwhile
have to take
enhancing
that one
them.
to the Sea of Souls. I'm sure he'll be there one day.
Yeah, but power essentially, normal it's here, but if you enhance it, it's like there. So
Right.
if you can, it's worth enhancing it.
I don't tell Joy about the crystal just yet. Again, I leave that off to the side, but I look at her and I give her saying to talk about what this crystal does in a minute. Next, I look at the shield. What does it do?
Roll a history check for me.
Oh shit! Wait, I'm identifying, but all right.
You may just well recognize the shield, and you will actually get advantage as well, because this is something you have a higher chance of knowing.
Oh shit!
Gotta love lore bards.
You're a story
I'm
person.
glaring at you a little bit with a really confused look on my face.
It's like, nice gem. I'm just gonna put this over here. Next thing, please. This is probably the most kind of just relaxed time you guys have had in ages. Just, on a boat,
Yeah.
drinking, inspecting
After
magical
all?
items.
It's almost too relaxed.
But
16.
yeah, while this is all going on, she's drinking.
16.
Maverick's already, yeah.
For sure, you recognize this. You don't know why it's on this boat, on this table. And you think it's best that maybe it should be kept hidden apart from when in direct use. Because this shield, it's pretty old. There's a story.
About a girl.
A crowded river, drown the whole
The whole world. I'm
God
sorry I
damn
had to. Woo!
A few hundred years ago, in one of the Eastern Kingdoms, before the entire kingdom had come under the control of the Empire. In the Eastern Kingdoms, one of the main protectors was a family known as House Dawn. And their leaders essentially had this magical artifact that was apparently forged by the gods. It was, you know, the Shield of the Dawn, and it essentially chose who it would be wielded by. And whoever wielded it with the shield's kind of chosen blessing was the rightful Lord of the Dawn. And the thing is, this was a pretty powerful title, but eventually the shield was lost to time, no one knew where it went. And you get a reason, you get a feeling it would be best to not kind of go around saying, I am the Lord of the Dawn, bow to me, I have the shield. For one, because it hasn't chosen him yet, it isn't attuned to him, and secondly, because there'll be a lot of people who will immediately be your enemy just by seeing it, being an ancient enemy of, you know, the Dawn household, the Eastern Kingdoms. We have a lot of people who want to take it for themselves, and there'll just be a lot of people who have bad connotations of it. But it is the Dawn Shield.
Yeah. So you see, once again, he puts that on a separate side of where the to that. Maybe I should talk in private about this. As he kind of looks at it, puts it to the side, his eyes. Okay. But I did still identify it. Would I be able to determine its magical ability?
At the moment, it has no magical ability. You get the feeling it's dormant.
Oh Christ.
It might decide if it likes one of you, probably Maverick, and then do something, but you don't know at the moment. But it is pretty much an indestructible shield. Think Captain America. Just
all right, cool.
Nicer.
Because he's you know, Captain's first mate, I check out those items Gift gave me.
Oh yeah, medallions.
You pick up the medallions. They're very battered, very old, a few of them rusted. It's just general medals from throughout time, throughout different armies. There's no magical properties to them, but he is sat directly across the table like as you inspect them.
All right. No. We'll take a look at these. Let's see what we got here. And I has to identify.
There's nothing. They may as well just be little pieces of tin.
Cool. These are very powerful magical artifacts.
Don't do this.
I smile and I hand them back over. But unfortunately, their potential is only tapered to the person who carries them. Which means that it might take some time. If you keep these on you, they'll be Scout's honor.
Fastens them back onto his kind of medallion display.
Nice.
Okay, what next?
Nice. I think the only thing left is my new cloak.
Your new cloak. As I said
Will
before.
you tell me what the jewel is supposed to do? Like, I'm getting impatient.
Joy, this is just 10 more minutes, promise.
I can only drink here and watch you look at these fucking items for so long.
I promise. I promise. All right, don't worry. I'll tell. And he looks a little nervous at that conversation. He does the cloak. What does the cloak do?
It's a beautiful burgundy cloak. As I said before, it's adorned with gift runes. Immediately, it strikes you as a cloak of protection. It seems to move of its own whims. But you notice there's a gem in the center, which is used to seal it across. It's a beautiful white gem. With this, you can cast the spell Blinding Flash twice per day. It essentially just flashes blinding light from a gem.
All right.
Flashbang.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeehaw.
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 Now I'm even more like McCree than I ever intended.
Yes!
Let's go.
Let's go.
And the cloak can also just billow in the wind behind you magically.
And it's cloak of billowing. Perfect. I take my current
Can you
poncho
summon
off.
a tumbleweed with it whenever he draws his light crossbow? A tumbleweed rolls across.
Fucking hope. Yeah. So I fucking hope so. So I
No,
smile.
that's your prestidigitation. You just summon
Yeah.
a tumbleweed.
A magical tumbleweed. I just smile and I take my other cloak off and I grab the shield and the gem. All right, so these two, Maverick, these are private conversations that I'm gonna have to have with both of you since you both grabbed each of these individually.
How does Kashaw feel about holding the shield? Does he feel anything?
It's real heavy.
Actually, I will say it's really lightweight.
It's
It's surprisingly lightweight.
It
you
looks
see, you
heavy.
see, yeah, you see
Yeah.
Kashaw lift up with his scrawny little noodle arms with a +1 strength. Just hold it like it's nothing. So
Yeah.
here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this on this table over here, and Joy, if you wouldn't mind, I will tell you what this gem does over there, and then once we're done, I'll go over to you, Maverick, and just don't touch that just quite yet, okay?
Already like holding it. Oh. All right. Set it down.
You know what? You just get a feel for it, and we'll see if you still want to hold on to it after I. So, Joy! And I walk over to a table away from other people as I sit down and put the crystal on the table.
As you do this, there's a tapper at your shoulder. You turn and see Zilrona just there. I'm aware you're about to have a date, but can you just identify one more thing for me?
Spell
Can
slot
I-
cast it. Just
Yeah, fuck it. I just identify.
She
Cast it.
rolls her right sleeve up, and just kind of here on her arm, there's a single tattoo. She kind of holds her arm up here.
Okay. I identify the tattoo.
Okay. It's a spell tattoo that appears to have a single use. And the spell it contains is somewhat odd, but it's true polymorph.
Huh. Did you just say true polymorph?
Yeah.
Oh,
is it
boy.
true polymorph or regular polymorph?
True polymorph.
Let's go.
I just kind of blink a little. You're
Anything
telling
interesting?
me you don't know what this is.
Well, I know what my other tattoo does. It makes me go invisible. This one hasn't. I've tried to activate it, but nothing's happened.
Well, you can only use this tattoo once,
Oh. Right.
but it has the ability to transfigure your body into pretty much anything you've seen or can imagine creature, possibly permanently.
So I can't change back.
I don't know. I've heard of polymorphic skills and magic. This is like that to the nth degree. It is obscenely powerful magic tattooed onto your skin there. I have no idea whether or not you'll be able to come back from using it.
Right. Any idea at all why the Sapphire Hex would put that onto me?
Frighteningly enough, if I might. Well, I've got two theories. One theory is to turn you into something that they want, which is terrifying, and I don't mean to scare you. But the other possibility, how much of your life do you remember?
Well, there was a bank heist gone wrong in
Yeah.
yeah. And then Sapphire Hex bailed us out, me and Atfia. And from there we did trades with them, worked our way up, and eventually we became agents, shipped out to Coldport to go and help.
Right, so the other possibility that I see is that you might. This might be the sigil to turn you back into what you might have been if you were something before this. Again, this is just a guess. I have absolute.
It's a good job I've had a decent amount of whiskey.
Yeah, I'd say so. Right. I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna talk to Atfia. Enjoy your lunch or whatever. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And I blink. I was like, I've never seen that powerful tattooed on someone. And he just kind of shakes his head and heads over to the table and is like, I'm so sorry for making you wait. Jim, right. So, you should be really careful using this. If you use this at all.
Okay.
This is a capturing gem, a soul gem. If you use this, it will capture the soul of anyone you press it inside of it for eternity.
Can I use it on more than one person?
I don't know. Problem is, they will be trapped in the moment of their last moment forever. So if you brutally killed someone and then you touch this gem to them, they will be stuck in that state of brutal torture until they can get out or probably can't.
And why couldn't you say that in front of the others exactly?
Because I can imagine that you would want to use this, and I'm trying to tell you, you shouldn't.
Really just depends on the situation, doesn't it?
I don't know if it's morally okay to trap a person's soul in it for eternity in pain forever. I know where we're going, Joy, and I know what you're probably planning on doing, and I'm trying really nicely to tell you, please don't.
Please don't. Do not do it.
We'll see what kind of information I find and we'll go from there.
He sighs.
Terrifying.
Thank you. I appreciate the concern.
He just kind of sighs, and I can't stop you from doing it, and I won't. This is your story to tell, and I'm not gonna alter it in any. I just want you to know that I think, personally, you don't have to give in to hatred. And he
No.
just slides the gem back over to her because he doesn't want any.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Trying to negotiate with Joy, huh?
Yeah, I know it's not gonna work, but he's trying.
I'll pocket it and then down the rest of my drink. Kashar, are you gonna join us in drinking, or are you just gonna keep looking at the items?
Well, I've pretty much finished all that. I'll be drinking myself.
I'll pour another glass for myself and then one for Kashar.
You just... There's some... He is watching you very carefully. But... he takes the drink. Right. So... You're welcome. I know you probably didn't want to let your allies know that you were about to do something possibly very despicable. Just it's your call, Joy, but well, leave it up to you.
And I appreciate it.
And he stands up and he heads over to the other table where Maverick is with his shield. Touch it.
I'll go sit next to Lugos and try and start a drinking game of sorts.
Kishore, as you're heading over,
Spinning shield.
You-
Just like, yo, what's
you-
up, man?
you make eye contact with Roundhead just as you're walking over, and he obviously hippopotamus or GIF in this case don't have eyebrows, but there's kind of a raised eyebrow and kind of a head tilt of concern. So you seem to have overheard everything there.
Oh shit.
I smile at him, I wave, and I cast message.
Oh, he can think. He can think back at you, even though he can't talk. Oh my
Yep.
god. Oh my god, we get to hear him talk.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh no,
I
a
cast
voice! Ah.
Oh no. Sensor wasn't prepared for this.
So much pressure!
My name is Stonehead.
My name's Roundhead.
Yeah.
Oi, mate, my name's Stonehead. What are you doing?
It's Roundhead, not Stonehead.
It's
What
round- yeah, I know. I'm fucking with you. So,
Easter Island.
I would really appreciate it if you could try to keep that personal to yourself. I don't know what she's
Yeah.
going I don't know what she's going through, but I promise whatever comes of that stone, it's not going to be something bad.
There's silence for a second. Yeah. My medallions can't trap souls, can they?
I'm sorry, no, they cannot.
Hmm.
Would you use it if you could? And if so, why?
No. It is mean.
I agree, it's very mean.
Whiskey?
Whiskey, yes, lots of whiskey. Thank you.
Sit.
Ah.
Whiskey.
Soon. Not right now, but soon. I give him a nod and I head over to Maverick. Yeah, I told you to. Please put that
I'm
down.
kidding, I'm not actually. But like, I will be kind of like leaving it on the table, like actually like have like a rag or whatever and kind of just cleaning it.
Okay, so private talk with you now.
Great.
How good's your history?
Basic. Unfortunately, everything. Probably only anything within 200 miles of Marlin, unfortunately.
Right, so, this particular item is, I really don't know how those cultists got their hands on it. Did, but this is a very, very important relic of an entire culture, as a matter of fact. And I softly explained to him the entire history and what it means to wield it. And I finish off with, I don't know if it will choose you if you want to use it, but I would highly suggest that if you do, you keep it to yourself. Because people will be gunning for you if this shield chooses you.
And
Maverick.
these Eastern Empire people, these Eastern Kingdom, they're not really in power anymore, are they?
No, they are not. But if they had their relic back, I imagine they would try to use it as a symbol to reestablish their empire. And I'd imagine, as empires go, they would stop at nothing to get it back. Which is why I'm cautioning.
Personally, wouldn't mind giving something back, but if the gods will something else, then that can't be helped now, can it?
I suppose not. I just, you know what you're getting yourself into.
I will also say, Kishore, you know the Dawn family, which is where this comes from, is now extinct. They were all killed.
Yeah. On top of that, you were using a relic of the family is gone. Just gone. So it doesn't technically have any rightful owner anymore. But if the stories are true and understood, this thing has a mind of its own. It decides to.
So I'm now tasked with defending a dead family's relic from successors of their former enemies.
Only if you want to be. Just as much we could throw it in the ocean and know. That's your call.
On one hand, I would agree with you 100%. Let it be buried to the lost to sea, but you know Daemar the Molten. If he can get something that everyone thought was lost at sea, so could somebody else. It won't stay lost forever.
That's very fair.
I mean, maybe Daimar was the reason it was lost at sea to begin with.
Fuck you, I had this private conversation for a reason.
I'm at the table with Maverick.
I pointed at a separate table for a reason.
Oh, whoops. Never
Not
mind.
targets.
It's all good.
So,
I'm just
Tucking in
saying.
the bottom of the ocean might just seem like a waste and a disgrace to it.
Yes, it would. And I myself, to see something of such be lost, I genuinely do. But if people already thought it was lost, then no one gets hurt by it anymore. Again, Maverick, this is your story. I, as far as I am concerned, am simply a spectator and helper. In all of your particular stories, I'm here to and watch them unfold. Chronicle them, if you will, and tell them to the people. Your choices are your own. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to change your choice. Might give a bit of advice, but that's all I wanted you to know.
Well, I guess I got some history to brush up on, because the only thing I can think of now is ask the gods themselves who made it what I should do with it. Until then, no one knows about it. And I'll hold on to it for now.
All right. I stand up, and I walk over to the table, and I back as sure, a lot of alcohol.
Yep.
Okay, so with that, shall I assume you go about your night, or is there anything specifically more you want to say, do before the morning? as
Oh,
well?
damn, Zelrona left, didn't she? Unfortunate.
Damn.
No,
Damn.
she's still there. She was
Does she look off at all now? Oh.
You assume she went to talk to Adfir, but now she's back, and she seems to be in a drinking game with Roundhead. Obviously, spectacularly.
Oh, hell yeah,
losing.
I'll join
Yeah.
this. Is
No,
Roundhead just absolutely drinking everyone under the table?
Roundhead has like 2 full bottles of whiskey, and he's just it's just going down.
I'll sit next. I'll pull up a chair, sit next to Zerona, and be like, "Can't have you, Roundhead, winning all these games, huh?"
Yeah. So I take it you're joining in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a
Well,
week.
Roundhead has a weird obsession, so we've made a bit of a game. Have you ever seen one of these? Called a 20-sided die.
I've only seen the 6 and the 8-sided ones of those. So what's the deal?
Apparently, it's we decide whether we think. Well, if Roundhead was the one to go, he would decide if he thinks it's higher or lower. I would roll it, and if it is higher or lower than the number rolled, depending on what he said. If he was right, he doesn't drink and I drink. If he was wrong, he drinks.
Alright. Zerona, let's go around. I'll roll first.
Me and you, right? Okay.
Yeah. I'll roll. What do you think? Higher or lower?
Lower.
Unfortunately, it's higher. I guess you have to drink.
Right. She takes a shot of whiskey.
Right. I roll the die over to her.
Your turn. I pick 12. I roll
Alright.
lower.
Oh. Low. There it is.
8. Fair enough.
Some of Roundhead's
drink.
luck is rubbing off on me then, huh? And I just put a raise a glass to our gift friend. Hey.
He just goes,
Alright. Roundhead, this one's for you. High, low.
He kind of tilts his head.
Throw it back there, Roundhead.
You notice he doesn't have a shot of whiskey, he has like a full whiskey glass, and he just...
How am I supposed to get drunk if I keep winning these, huh?
Zilrona kind of turns. I have an idea. Have you heard of a drinking song?
Heard a few.
Right, my memory's a little bit foggy. I don't know if your bard can help with this. It goes, we like to drink with your name because, I forget the rest, but it says, because when we drink with your name, they get it down in 8. When you count down, and you obviously have to down a drink by the time it gets to 0. Kishore, do you know the rest of it?
Oh, actually, that's based off of, I think it was song.
Do I know the rest of what? I'm sorry.
It's a song that goes, we like to drink with because something, and when we drink with name, they get it down in 8, and when you count down.
That's such
Second
a British
sentence.
song. That's so British.
Silverona
It's a
is
pub
British.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pub song.
we like to drink with Kasha because Kasha is our mate, and when we drink with
Oh,
Kasha,
yeah.
he finishes in 8, 7,
Yeah,
6, 5,
yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I think
When we
that is
drink cash- yeah.
that is actually it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
So,
he is
uh,
our
It
mate or
took
she
a
is our
second.
mate.
It's like, oh,
yeah.
this is a real thing, yeah.
Yeah, so I sigh and I say fuck it. I shoot another shot of whiskey and start playing.
She hands you. It is essentially a full pint of alcohol. It looks
Hey.
like ale. Right. So we do that. When we get to 8, you start drinking.
You finish it. Alright.
You see Roundhead is kind of staring at you, and you see he looks like he's going to try and participate. And he begins and he goes, and he kind of begins to slam his fists on the table, causing the entire thing to bounce up and down. he has to stop because drinks are flying everywhere. And Laura turns and she goes, right, you set? Okay.
On your mark.
Get set. We like to drink with Kashor, because Kashor is our mate.
So it's our
And
mate.
when we drink
And
with
when we
Kashor,
drink
you
with
get it down
Kasha,
in
he
8,
finishes in 8,
7,
7, 6.
6. Make a constitution check for me. It's gonna be DC 12. Critical
Let's go,
failure. He just
Kasha.
falls unconscious.
Yeah, he just like 8, 7, 6.
Vomits everywhere and passes out his own throw up.
Passes out in his own vomit on the floor, like, hey,
Alex, you here?
alright.
Yep. I
Okay.
just
Just wait for it to roll. D&D, where we do drinking games.
woo, let's go.
Yeah, it's Saturday after lunch, and or Sunday after lunch. We're doing drinking games.
Hey, we have been tortured for 4 days.
We need this.
We need
So-
We
this.
need this.
So you're now doing drinking games at 1 in the morning on a boat.
Uh-huh.
As it should be, as the gods intended.
Precisely. Yeah, so we're all getting fucking slosh drunk.
Yeah, and I think are you rolling from D&D Beyond or your character sheet? Or
I have
wait.
to roll. Yeah,
yeah,
hold on. And you said it was a constitution save.
Constitution save, yeah.
Oh boy, a +1. Yay!
Hey.
DC 12.
We like to drink with Kasha, cause Kasha is our mate. We like to drink Kasha, cause he gets it down in
That's
8.
a 20. 21.
Let's
go.
So it goes 8, 7, 6, and by
6 and it's
5
gone.
you have a full pint of alcohol downed. You slam it on the desk, and immediately Roundhead wraps his arms around you and picks you about 4 feet off the floor and just go. And you can just smell seafood and alcohol. She goes, and gives you a big
Joe.
lick across your face.
Oh, buddy, that's. That is. Ooh.
Slams you
Cheers,
right on the
Kasha.
top or
Oh,
of
you
your
woke
hat.
up. That's good.
He extends a large hippopotamus finger straight towards Maverick.
Oh God! All right, I'll get a pint.
Is it still on account of turns? Oh, well done, Bard. I wasn't quite expecting that. You know, I was thinking you might be able to half.
It's been a long week.
He's on adrenaline right now still.
It's a long week.
Right, do you have your guitar on you so you can actually lead the song? So your friends can
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
engage
And,
in this rampant alcoholism by the looks of it.
Yep. Yep. And I start play again.
Okay. Maverick, are you all set?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. 8 seconds is all you get. And again, song picks up.
Understood.
Cutting words, I make him fail.
You would.
I wouldn't, but
As part of you would. You thought
Okay.
about it.
So, the song counts down again. We'd like to drink with Maverick because Maverick is our mate. And when you drink with Maverick, he gets it down in 8. Make me a con save. 11. 1.
Barely
Or
failed.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just as for 1 has gone, maybe about half a second after, you slam it down, kind of this ale drifting down your face. As you're sputtering and coughing.
That was a bit to go in one go. Probably should have taken a breath first. Oh,
oh, you're fine. You're fine.
oh yeah.
Right, who's next one?
Lugos.
Point at Lugos.
Joy. What do you
Lugos.
like to partake in?
Lugos has his like legs kicked up on a table. And he's like leaning back in a chair. And he's just kind of like spectating you guys. Like, oh me.
Get over here.
Are you
Get
not
over
really
here,
one?
friend.
Are you not one much for drinking like this? I think I'll just have a quiet one.
Roundhead turns towards you. Once again, his hippopotamus mouth showing a large array of teeth.
Are you trying to intimidate me into drinking?
He is going to try and intimidate you. I need you to make a wisdom save, sorry.
Oh, come on.
He cast fear at 5th level.
Oh my god.
19.
Okay, let's see what he gets. He will get advantage. That's going to be a 26 and a... It's 10, so 26.
Well, that's a good
Lugos-
advantage.
Yes, as a GIF, he is wildly intimidating when he wants to be.
Yeah.
Most dangerous animal on the planet, Optimus.
You can crush a human skull.
Easily.
I know
Just
you really
one,
wouldn't.
Lugos. Just one.
All
Then you
right,
can go back to
fine.
that
Yeah, right. I know you. I pointed at the hippo. I pointed. I'm like, I know that you wouldn't really do anything though. I know you wouldn't, and I'm totally not doing this because you're scary. All right, I'm doing this because my friends want me to, and you do not scare me. I promise.
Okay,
And I go over there.
okay, Lugos, I believe you.
Right.
Thanks, I guess.
Do you want ale or beer or cider?
You know what? I think cider will be fine. Right?
Of course, light alcohol to be expected. There you go. As it up.
Who said that?
Here's a point.
Says
Zil,
that?
rather.
What, do you think I can't handle anything else? All right. Fine.
Make it whiskey.
I can handle
whiskey.
it better than you,
Pint of
Forrester.
whiskey, let's go.
Shit.
That'll be a higher DC, by the way.
Like
I had to-
Yeah, like DC 16.
And in case you missed that, as you said that, Zilrona did respond to you. She said, I could handle it much better than you, Forrester.
Well, how about a challenge, eh?
Okay.
Each of us take a pint of whiskey, see who else can get it out faster.
Shit. Oh
Right.
shit.
Let's make it half a point. Just be safe.
Oh, feel a little scared, are we, eh? All right.
I just care about
fine.
my stomach
I
and my liver.
I smile.
Oh, you're right.
I look at Maverick. He's fucking idiots.
A slender framed elf. Of course you couldn't handle nothing stronger than a half pint.
Zilrona retrieves kind of your classic tricorn pirate hat from the waist of Roundhead, puts it on kind of scruffily. I'm in character now.
Alright, well, I'm going to tell you that I am not much of a drinker. I usually have a quiet glass, so
Ah, I could tell.
I'm
Anyway,
about to get wildly fucked up, most likely.
It beats you turning into that weird, hairy werewolf form.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're seeing things. I just happen to be really hairy. I pull down my chest. I pull down my shirt and I scratch my hairy chest.
You call that hairy? Right.
All right. Okay, both of you. Half a pint. Let's go.
First one down. Okay.
Alright.
Contest.
I start strumming. Let's go.
We like to drink with Lugo Serrano because they are our mates. We like to drink with the mates
Ooh.
because they get an 8,
Ooh.
7.
Okay. You both begin to down it. At first, it looks like Zilrona is in the lead, but then about halfway through, she stops. She kind of, a tiny bit of whiskey goes across the tail, and she just goes, no. And begins to choke. Lugos, I assume you soldier on, and you down the entire half pint of whiskey. As you finish, you see Zilrona has stopped half through. She's kind of holding a pirate hat, sputtering whiskey. Oh, when did that get so sour? Oh. Lugos, I need you to make a con save. Another one.
I got 17.
Another one,
one?
sorry. Yeah.
Another one. As
That
it
was for the
sits in your
speed of your drink.
I'm gonna
Also-
vomit everywhere.
A hydrate has been
17
redeemed.
again?
17 again. Unfortunately, you're now going to be poisoned and drunk. As the whiskey goes down into your stomach and everything goes a little bit wibbly wobbly, which, suffice to say, when you're already on a boat, everything's a bit more wibbly wobbly. You're happy
Would
you...
being drunk on a boat be better or worse? It'd be better, I think.
I think it would kind of just make it worse because you're naturally swaying as well.
Right. Maybe I'm
Probably be a
swaying
lot
into
more
the way
fun,
the
though.
ship. Yeah, it'd be a lot more fun. I'm like leaning into the way the ship sways. Though.
Ooh. Well, I have to hand it to you. Wow.
Oh, that was a little, a little sour of a whiskey. Oh, you where's?
Are you okay?
Oh, you fucking drunk, dear. All right, there's a difference.
Yeah, but there's drunk and then there's kind of comatose, and I really do fear you're straying more into comatose.
Ah,
I'm not feeling too great on the
You're-
stomach. I'm
you're
gonna
gonna be
be
fine.
completely honest.
go lay in a hammock. You
Ra-
go lay in a hammock.
Roundhead, do you want to carry him to bed? Roundhead kind of comes.
You don't have to carry me. I'll be fine. All right.
He picks you up straight over his shoulder.
Put me down.
Actually, no, I
Put
take it
me
back.
down.
He doesn't pick you up over his shoulder. He picks you up kind of like this, you know,
Bridal
kind of has it
style?
lift in front of you, kind of nurturing you against his chest.
Oh, it smells terrible.
No, put me down. I'm not a princess.
You.
As he
I'm not a
carries you
fucking
down,
princess.
and he under his breath, he just kind of goes.
I absolutely start picking
I don't want to go to sleep yet, Roundhead.
I don't want to go to bed.
I,
It's me.
I,
He
I
lays you
start-
in your hammock, yeah.
I play Rockabye Baby on my guitar.
If are me and Roundhead alone?
You're kind of being carried out of the room. You're not quite alone yet.
Okay. When we're alone, I'm gonna like put my hand on his shoulder.
Like, Roundhead, tell me, you can definitely speak common, can't you? I know you can. I know you're past grunting and all that. You can speak it, can't you? Go and say something for me. I know you can speak common.
Man, I know.
I know you can talk, all right? Go on, say something.
roll a charisma save for me.
I won't tell the
Cast
others.
banishment. Roll a charisma
Seven.
save.
7. Your eyes don't match up with what you hear. Your eyes see his own eyes get a bit sad and kind of a bit distant, but your ears hear, yeah, of course I can speak. I've been speaking all along.
Oh, you see, I fucking know you could. He's going around and they're always grunting and like sighing and shit. I know that you can fucking speak actual common. It'll be so much better, right? Why didn't you talk to us a little bit, huh?
The voice in your head returns. Yeah, well, you know, I'm actually from the Feywild. Came here on a gap year before I get back to university. Yeah.
You
know?
came from the Feywild. That's
Yeah.
University.
University.
And at this point, he's just laying you down in your hammock, and the actual Roundhead, who hasn't been saying this, is just kind of, actually kind of just talking, like, oh, university. He's kind of... sets you down in the hammock. Kind of puts a large hand on your chest and kind of. He gives you a tap and makes you drink some water and then closes the door.
Set some ibuprofen out for the morning.
Here's some
Yeah.
ibuprofen.
He forces some bread into your mouth.
All right.
Make sure he's laying on his
Yes.
side.
So by my count,
There's
that is Maverick. That is Hippo.
everybody
Joy.
hydrate. Everybody hydrate, by the way.
Everyone
Oh,
hydrate.
okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Panda.
Right.
Joy, you're the last one to not do this game. It's your turn. Pick your poison.
Sure, just some ale for me, I guess.
All right, pot ale coming up. Pour that out. Hand it over. So I start drunk strumming as we all barge in.
Joy, as you're about to do this, and the others are kind of drunkenly strumming and shouting things, Zilrona kind of whispers something to you. It's like, and she comes in. It's like, all right, Kishor's already done it, but I'm sure it goes without saying you have to beat him.
Bitch.
Of course.
Between you and me, the ale I've given you, it's a bit weaker. Good luck.
Oh, you fucking
we
cheater!
had her.
You fucking cheater!
Girl power, let's go.
Oh, that's fair enough.
So you
Okay.
get advantage on the concept.
Yeah. And as she goes back, she begins to clap hands and strike up to the song again. We like to drink with Joy because Joy is our
Thank
mate.
God it's-
And when we drink with Joy, she gets it down at 8. Let me see what
16.
what was Alex's was it
You got
21? Wait, was it 21?
Yeah, he nat 20'd on the
Nat
con
20'd.
save.
Okay, so 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You get it down on a 4 about a second later than Kishore did. As you drink it down,
Ha
put
ha!
it down.
It's a good try though. You
Good show.
good job.
It was close.
It was very close. Oh, his boat's rocky. Ooh.
All right, Kishore, see if you can outdrink Roundhead.
No.
Just just my personal amusement. I mean, you have to.
I don't have to do anything, you dick.
Was that in character or?
No, that's out
Oh.
of character.
Or do you respond in character?
No. Nope. No. I rolled the natural 20. 21 is the highest I can go. What?
Well, Roundhead. As sure, you face Roundhead, you both begin to drink down. Roundhead critically fails, getting a 10.
I'm
So,
God.
even with his
I am a
even
god.
if his +9 is lower than you. Kishore, you begin a bit later, but the goal here is 2 pints of alcohol. You begin to drink both down. Roundhead gets his down quicker and seems victorious for a second. Then you see his eyes glaze a tiny bit.
Oh no. No, please. No, please.
No.
He slumps down to the side of a heavy onto the floor. I see you just begins to go.
Oh,
I win. Oh shit.
Well,
Let it be
Impressive.
known that today is the day that Lucas Carlisle won 2 times today. Woo!
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Lucas?
What?
Did you just call yourself Lucas?
What? No, my name's Cash. Who told you that?
You did. Just a second
Spencer.
ago.
No.
Real quick, Spencer.
Yeah.
Could Lugos have climbed out of his hammock?
And just reappear shambling in.
just crawl back.
Yeah, because like I don't know if you ever put a drunk person to sleep, but
Yeah, a
it,
crawler.
it depends. Sometimes they don't want
Lugos is
to
a
go to
crawler.
sleep.
Yeah. I'll say yes as long as you admit on the terms that you crawl back in on all fours.
Yes.
I crawl back in on all fours like I'm an animal. Yes.
Listen, I don't know what you heard. My name's Cashaw. Yeah, no, my man's down 5 shots of whiskey and like what 3-4 pints. Yeah, no, he's fucking gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Mavericks has only had like a couple things of whiskey. Things of ale.
I just want it to be known that I beat a hippo. I beat a hippo. Are you a hippo? I don't know what you are.
All right. Lugos
I think it
comes
might be.
back in, and he's on all fours.
You just see Cashaw like, oh dear God. He's not changing again, are you? You're not.
Oh, fuck, he's gonna come bite my neck.
I'm not changing or nothing. I already put my armor away for the night. Everyone, did you know that fucking Roundhead, he can speak? This whole time he's been leading us on, but I heard him talk. He went to a university. He's a very refined gentleman.
He's an educated gentleman. I mean, look at his little which is actually really big.
Look at him.
That's fair. He's so
marvelous.
smart. But he's
a
not
genius.
the victor tonight. I'm the victorious one. I win. Poof.
You won.
Yeah, no. You just see Cat topple ass over tea kettle onto the ground, laughing his ass off.
I will say, you will topple then about on top of Roundhead. Like a large comfy mattress.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I did not mean to hit your toe. It's very comfy though.
You just like, you kind of like do like the kneading thing. You're just like, yeah.
So, this whole thing, is this what it's like to get sea legs? Is this how they do it all the time? Do they just get drunk and they lean into the fucking swaying of the ship?
The answer
Probably
might surprise you. It's yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier.
You're
All right. Well, so I won, but what did I win?
Z, what did he win? For your amusement.
Alcoholism.
Oh,
And,
that is a piss poor prize.
hang This drumstick of sea beast we didn't eat earlier.
Oh,
Tosses it to you.
no.
You should give him the dice. It's a trophy.
The dice. See, it is Roundhead's dice, so I feel terrible.
No, I'm not gonna take. How about a kiss on the cheek from Joy? I'd go for that.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm very drunk. I'm sorry. Is that too much?
Lugos' eyes just go.
Are you still laying on top of?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, he's laying on top of Roundhead as a mattress.
Just like hat
just a
tilted
voice
to the
coming from the
side
table.
of
Do you want
side of
to?
his face.
Do you all want to play Truth or Dare? Maybe.
Sure. Shit.
No, I'll lie to every single one of you.
Oh, you can't do that. You're.
I don't think you're supposed
Come
to
on.
give that away before the game starts.
Come on.
If you're gonna
No,
lie, I'll only give you dares. I dare you to kiss Roundhead.
Kiss Roundhead.
I'll get up and approach Roundhead and Kishaw and give them both a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, fucking Roundhead earned it.
He is a gentleman after all.
If Cashaw wasn't already red in the face, which he absolutely is, he just kind of smiles and
Same
puts
color
his
as his
head
poncho.
Yep, hat over his face, just. All right, everybody. He tries standing up. if we're gonna play more games, I'm happy to. I need to go lay down.
All right.
Probably.
Before you go, who dares me to turn Cashew into a hippo?
What? No, don't turn me into a hippo. I'm not a hippo.
Could be a hippo.
Who's saying that?
Zilrana.
Corona.
Toys area, yeah, that'll be funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
if you
I
could
could
do
turn
it,
I
that'd be
could
great.
I could turn you into a wolf.
No.
Turn me into a wolf or him?
No.
Or a dragon.
No, hey.
Alright, no, alright. I'm a little drunk, but I think a dragon's a terrible idea. We're on a vessel made of wood.
Wait, hold on a second. If you turn one of us into a dragon, then that means you turn your arrow better arrow.
I like that idea. Never mind that we're in a boat made out of wood.
Oh, okay. How about a dolphin? Would one of you like to be a dolphin?
What? And suffocate?
Just flopping about on the deck.
Oh no, you killed Flipper. All
You
right.
turn me into a normal person.
Lugos, there isn't enough magic in this to turn you into a person.
Oh, piss off.
You fucking jungle man. You are
Yeah.
100% animal. You are not a man.
No, I'm not an animal. I tried my best, right?
Just try my best. That's sad.
You see, you say that, but you are currently on all fours.
I stand up.
Maybe a dexterity check.
Oh, right.
God.
That's
Yeah,
right.
checker save.
Force I forgot.
Is it a check or a save?
I'll say save, DC 12.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
What were you
Yeah.
trying to say, Joy?
You make
Oh,
it,
I was
stand up.
gonna walk over to Lugos and just kind of pat him on the head while he was still on all fours.
I like right there side. No! I'm not a beast.
Why don't you scratch it? Why don't you scratch him behind the ears and see how I feel? I want to. When he's standing up, I'll go over and I'll scratch Lugos behind the ears.
Oh.
Scratch him behind the other
gosh.
ear.
Oh,
Yeah.
see now, that's just being mean to the man.
I thought he wasn't a man. He's an animal.
I'm not.
Shit. I guess you're right. I ain't arguing with you, Joy.
Oh, everyone get away from me, alright? Back off.
You came
I
back
put
in
the-
here.
I
You
put
came
the-
to us.
I go over to like they said there's like a couch in this room, right? Or something.
Yeah.
I go over there and I like sit down.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think we should all go to bed. Probably. I don't know. Let's go.
I'll go find a hammock to pass out, and
Okay.
That's a good plan.
I'll get super sleepy.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's probably worth it trying to go to sleep anyway.
I cast sleep on Lugos.
Wait,
Joking. I don't.
What?
I don't.
Oh, I was
actually.
hoping for it too. Damn it.
Wait.
I make my way back to the hammock.
I mean, you are gonna sleep right after you get the spell slot back.
Yeah, I know.
Third level
Fu-
sleep.
Oh my God, no!
I won't even be able to escape that.
I only have first level spell slots left.
I go back to the hammocks.
Okay.
Takes around his hand and be like, "Are you ready for bed?"
I think I may have fallen asleep about 6 times there. I think I just did again. Yes.
You
yes, to your
ladies
question.
have a most wonderful night, and thank you
Wow.
for this wonderful evening.
the whiskey really did a number on you, love. Oh. I think we know who won that round.
Maverick will go up to Zerona before he departs and drunkishly puts a hand on her shoulder and says, "Back in Colfort with the key. Glad you bumped into me. It was good seeing you for that. Because we were down there so fucking long in prison. It is good to see your face again." And I'm just gonna stumble away to a hammock.
But before you do, she just kind of goes, "Well, that is very nice of you to say, but I know we are twins, but it was Adfir who came down for me. Who came down for you. And I don't think I look quite like my twin brother, who's a male. But thank you,
I'm
nonetheless."
saying that we're back on the surface. It's good to see you that you and him didn't
Go to bed, Maverick.
Right,
Before
look,
you say
look like a
something
man.
stupid.
Noted,
Boy,
thank you.
am I right.
Let the ladies go to bed, Mav.
Yeah, I'm letting him go to bed. He just wanted to say a stupid thing before he went to bed.
Intentionally called her a man.
Yeah, but I was just like, no, I'm so glad to see you after the prison. It was...
Yeah, and you know, in his stupor, because Cash was. He's
Oh,
gonna.
you're cutting out a lot now. Oh no.
Oh shit. He's gonna give the finger guns and a wink to Joy. Goes and falls halfway into the hallway, and crawls the rest of the way to a hammock.
Look, it's quite a short hallway. And Joy, as you turn around the door, because your accommodation is kind of closer to the common room than theirs is, so as you kind of go into your accommodation, you just see kind of Shaw crawling down the hallway. But the door opens just a crack as he disappears into the darkness and behind him.
Lugos
Boys.
stumbles through the ship, stumbles over to the hammock, and instead of climbing in properly, he can't find the strength to do it. So he just like folds himself and he lays in the hammock the wrong way, like face down on his stomach.
Oh no.
You're gonna have the worst pattern on your face, buddy. Oh.
And like his legs are dangling.
Let's hope you're not sick.
Arms drooped over the side.
All he says is "yup," and he passes out.
Yup.
Okay.
All right.
So, in that case, as you all retreat back to your hammocks in various states of intoxication. Intoxication. In some cases, essentially, your liver's gone. I feel that is a good place to end tonight's session. I will say, here
I
and now,
agree.
unfortunately, I will not be able to play next week because I essentially have my prom the night before. And it's like asking Lugos to run a session the following day after the entirety of that had happened to him. Unfortunately, I'll not be in a good condition to plan or run a session. But
You're
rest
good.
assured, we will be back right the week after for more adventures on the open ocean. But apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. Hope you have an amazing 2 weeks in this case. And make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Dragons of RT, where I will be posting some of the art and characters and even the map of the boat and reference images to the Cutty Sark. So if you want to see more of what the session might have actually looked like, from a kind of a DM standpoint, you can have a look at that, some character art as well. But, with
Yes.
that says anything else for players would indeed like to say. I believe that is all.
And if you aren't already, and you don't know already, go and head over to Arcane Recovery Show on Twitch when we go live next Saturday
Yes.
for the second episode of our Arc 1 campaign. Follow us on the social medias, Arcane_Recovery on Instagram and Twitter. And, drop a like, drop a follow, interact with our posts and stuff.
Yep. If you want to catch up with episode 1 of Arc 1, you can listen to it on Spotify, the Arcane Recovery podcast, or you could watch the VOD saved on Twitch, or the uploaded VOD in its entirety on YouTube.
Yes.
However you
on
want
YouTube
to
as well.
listen or watch. We have
And
options.
remember to tweet at Arcane Recovery and say Caspian is all you care about. But
Yep.
apart from that, as I've said before, Enjoy your week, stay safe, and we'll see you very soon. Good night.
Bye.
I feel drunk now
ya.
myself.
Have the strangest feeling, don't know what to believe in. Cause every time you touch me, I can't control my body. Oh, baby, you are on my mind. All I think about, and I don't wanna stop. I don't wanna stop. Could you come closer to me? I just can't resist you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. I am stuck in a dreaming. I can't help what I'm feeling. I don't know if I'm breathing when you are with me. My heart is beating. I am stuck in a dreaming. I can't help what I'm feeling. I don't know if I'm breathing when you are with me. My heart is beating. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. It's like we're in a movie. I don't know how you do it. I look into your eyes and everything is different. Baby, you are on my mind. All I think about, and I don't wanna stop. I don't wanna stop. Could you come closer to me? I just can't resist you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. I am stuck in a dreaming. I can't help what I'm feeling. I don't know if I'm breathing when you are with me. My heart is beating. I am stuck in a dreaming. I can't help what I'm feeling. I don't know if I'm breathing when you are with me. My heart is beating. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. Baby, you are on my mind. I can't control my body, can't control my body, 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 body.